Across the UK, online and on DAB.
The wild man of late night radio, Iain Lee.
Differently interesting nocturnal emissions from a legend of late night radio. On air and off the leash.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
We've got a genuinely busy show tonight. We have content. We've got a couple of guests coming up first, but they'll be on in a couple of minutes. New Paul McCartney album came out today, Egypt Station. It's a masterpiece. We're going to play tracks throughout the night. We're going to speak to the Take It Away podcast guys and get their thoughts on it after 11. We're going to, Manny, stay there. Emma, stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. But first of all, I'm going to play you a song from it. He's saying "fa." Okay, it's a joke. But this, right? This song by Paul McCartney from the new album, it's the best. It's Coldplay. He's basically written a really brilliant Coldplay song. I hate Coldplay, and I know, but this is incredible.
Come on, baby, now. Let me look at you. Talk about yourself. Try to tell the truth. I could stay up half the night trying to crack your code. I could stay up half the night, but I'd rather hit the road. On the night that I met you, I was on the town. On the night that I met you, I just wanna know how you feel. I want a love that's so proud and real. You make me wanna go out and steal. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna fuck you. Come on, baby, now. Help me work it out. I won't let you down, so you don't need to shout. I could stay up half the night playing with your head. I could stay up half the night, but I'd rather go to bed. On the night that I met you, I was on the town. On the night that I met you, I just wanna so proud and real. You make me wanna go out and steal. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna fuck you. Just wanna know how you feel. I want a love that's so proud and real. You make me wanna go out and steal. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna fuck you. I just wanna know. So proud and real. You make me wanna go out and steal. I just wanna fuck.
Isn't it incredible? Incredible. He's 76. He's written a Coldplay song infinitely better than any song Coldplay could ever write because they're a terrible band. The whole album is a masterpiece. We're going to play tracks from it throughout the night. We'll speak to the Take It Away podcast chaps after 11 and get their first views on it. If you've got any views on it, we don't normally do this thing, but it's a brand new Paul McCartney album. Let's be honest. Could be the last ever. Because I'm going to kill him. But if you want to talk about it, if you had it, 0344 499 1000. Now, we had a big... We have a caller that's been calling me for a few years since I worked at BBC WM, a guy called Manny from Wolverhampton. And we had a really dark call from him the other day. He found himself in a very, very dark place. Had been suicidal that day, but had somehow managed to kind of pull himself back from the brink. And I'm really pleased to say that Manny made it to Friday. Hey, Manny.
Hi, guys.
How you doing, man? You all right?
Very good.
Very good, very good. Now, listen.
I am very, very good.
Very, very, very good?
Very, very good.
Okay, now listen. How long, I guess maybe you've been calling me for about 5 years.
6.
All right, mate. A bit stalkerish. So you used to call me at BBC WM when I was there on a Friday and a Saturday.
Yeah.
And you live in Wolverhampton. Now, there will be some people, Manny, that don't know your story. So do you mind if we can you just, you're blind?
Yep. Yep.
And when did that happen and how did that happen?
2010.
So 8 years ago.
Happened at work.
What were you doing at work to cause it?
Well, I used to work in a place where they made cardboard, but there was a lot of people that couldn't speak English there.
Right.
I was on the track, and the chap pressed, instead of closing the track.
What is the track?
It's like rollers.
Okay,
you used to walk on there to put the pallets in, so the paper used to come. The big paper used to come on.
Yeah.
Instead of stopping it, he pressed start, so it started rolling. So the one guy fell back, I fell forward. As I went to fall, I thought I'd save my face, but there was oil on the floor, so the oil went into my eyes.
Ooh.
And my foot got stuck in the roller, so I had my 2 toes cut off. Heel taken, a bit of a heel taken off.
I don't think I knew this about your foot.
Yes, you did. I told you I have a pad under my foot. Then I had my ligaments and tendons taken out right from the knee all the way down.
I do remember that. Can I just say, this makes Gatford's one toe cut off look like nothing. So how is your leg and your foot now?
My leg, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. It still get pain, but I'm on morphine for them.
Hey, good lad. And the oil went in your eyes, both eyes?
The oil went in both my eyes. They washed them out with water, but they weren't concentrating on my eyes because they tried to save my leg. So I spent 6 months in hospital.
Yeah.
Used to go to theatre, missed one day going to theatre because they left the wound open with like a machine, and they used to take all the crap out of it.
Yeah.
All the infection. And they used to take all the dead skin out. And then they put a machine on after that. So I stayed in hospital for just over 6 months. Then while I was in hospital, I started reading the paper, my eye started hurting. They took me down to the eye clinic.
Yeah.
That's when they realised that the oil had affected my retinas.
So this was a few months later, and were your eyes okay up until? Were your eyes okay? Could you still see?
I could still see, but I was getting headaches, and when I was reading the paper, it's like blurred vision.
Right. Okay.
And then when I told the nurse about that, they took me down to the eye infirmary downstairs, and they checked it all over, and there's a bit of a bleed in one eye, so they done a bit of laser to try to stop that, but. Then the consultant came, Mr. Price, and then he told me it's because the oil's got to your retinas, you might go permanently blind. So I had 11 operations on my left eye and 8 on my right eye.
Now listen, mate, because
we gas first. The gas wouldn't work, so they done it with oil.
Right, we all take those of us that can see, we all take it for granted. Our seeing, our eyes and our ears, we take them totally for granted. And I can't even begin to if a doctor said to me, "We think you might go blind," I don't even know how. How did you feel when they said that?
Good. I can't explain. It was very, very bad. Very, very bloody thoughts in your head. And then when they told me that. After about 3 weeks, it just started to go down. That's when they started operating. And they tried to, because the retinas had split, so they tried to fix it with gas first, or oil, one or the other.
Yeah.
That didn't work, and then they'd done it with oil after, and then they sort of set. But then they changed the lens inside my eyes, and they tried to remove the scar tissue, the scarring that had come around it.
Wow.
But they said if they try and pull the scar tissue, I could go complete. I can see like light. I can see a shadow, but I can't see a face or anything. I can see white bits, or in the outside in the light, I can see dark bits. But it went down slowly. You know, it was getting like every month it was getting down. Every few weeks it's going down.
And
down,
it was. You say it was getting down every few weeks. What? It was getting darker or blurrier or what? What?
Blurry. Yeah, it's
blurrier?
like I'll tell you what it looks like.
Yeah.
So, you remember the old net curtains?
Yes, I do. Yes, of course.
Right. So you got two of those up,
Yeah.
and you're looking out, and there's fog outside as well,
Wow.
like misty fog.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if say I'm at home at night in the bedroom and the blinds are shut, you can see shapes like shadows.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's all in the mind or whatever, but then you can see shadows walking across from one side of the room to the other side of the room.
So how long from the accident was it until your eyes were, and I hope you don't mind me using this word, but your eyes were pretty much useless?
Yeah.
How long did that
take?
take?
It took about 8 months.
Wow, quick, man.
Gradually went down.
And each
But they did try their best.
Yeah, well, it sounds like they tried a lot. Yeah.
Everything.
And each little notch it got worse. I guess you're getting more depressed.
Yeah. It's because the left eye now is sort of going. Probably got about 5-6% light in that eye.
Because you were saying,
right eye.
You were saying it's been kind of this. They've been at the same kind of level for years, but just in the last 6 months or so, it started getting even worse.
They did tell me that. They said, it could go like that, or over the years it could just drop, and maybe another 3-4 years I might not be able to see it all.
I'm so sorry, Manny.
I'll go around, I'll catch the buses and everything, I'll go to town. I tried to do a normal life. I make my own tea, I can do toast, make a sandwich. You get used to. Well, you have to get used to it.
When you say you make a sandwich, do you...
I try not to let my family do anything for me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, you're very independent.
Because you're gonna get lazy otherwise. So what I do, I put 2 pieces of bread, grab the end of the bread, the crust, and then march my way down, and then. Say it's a cheese, say it's a ham sandwich.
Are you giving us the instructions on how to make a sandwich?
Yeah. Cheese, a little bit.
Here's a possible job opportunity.
There we go, yes.
I'll get the ham, fold it, put a few slices, and if I want to put cheese on, I'll just chuck the cheese on top, cut.
Sounds amazing, Manny.
You know how.
I bet the kitchen looks a right tip afterwards.
Same with a cup of tea. I've got a bleeder. And I've got this talking clock.
Oh, yeah. I like them.
Talking clock.
Yeah.
Got my cane.
And this is the thing. When we've spoken, we've had a laugh. Sometimes we've talked about you being blind, and quite often we haven't talked. We've talked about other stuff, because guess what? Blind people can also talk about other stuff. But I've always liked you, Manny. I think you're a good lad. I think you've been dealt a really bad hand of cards.
Oh, yeah.
But you are very independent, and you want to do stuff, which is why hearing you when you called in earlier this week, it broke my heart, man. When you were saying how low you got, and that you were you bought a Stanley knife and you were sat in a park.
Yeah. When I left school, I worked. After 6 months I left school, I worked. I've never been on the dole, you know what I mean? Never. And when I did actually go to sign on disability, they asked me that many bloody questions. I said, I've never signed on, so I do not know what to do. Never signed on, never. If I couldn't get a job properly, I always went to an agency, got a job as an agency worker. It could be nights, could be afternoon, anything. And I think that's stuck in your bloody brain. Like, you get bored at time. I go out at 10 in the morning.
You're old school. You're old school. You were brought up to work and provide for your family. It's old school, and that's great.
Yeah.
And when you said that you wanted to top yourself, and it boiled down to lots of things, of course, but it boiled down to the fact that you didn't have a job and you wanted to work. And I really think that is something that we might be able to sort out in one way or another. So we went on Twitter, Manny, with your permission, and we spoke about it on the show. We tweet. You did what? You did what?
I've got that thing on my phone, haven't I? Voice
just got away with that when he said he saw it. I thought, hang on, here we go.
He's been doing the long con.
I can read it all out to you.
We have had so many retweets, so many people get in touch, so many people putting us in touch with companies and organisations and people that might be able to help. And so we've spoken to a few. I'm absolutely thrilled to say, if I just click this button, we've got one of those people there. We've got Emma Cruikshank on the line. Evening, Emma.
Evening, Ian.
Emma, you are from Birmingham Vision, which is one of the many organisations that people kind of said, here, have a word with this lot, because they might be able to point you in the right direction. What is Birmingham Vision, Emma?
Huge respect and thank you to Manny and Talk Radio for actually bringing up the issues that blind and partially sighted people are facing.
Yeah.
Unemployment. Obviously, Manny, thank you for your courage. You've got you said about being at rock bottom. So thanks for actually being so brave to talk about it publicly.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad, Al Manny.
Yeah, very much so. So Birmingham Vision, as the name says, we're based in Birmingham. We work with blind and partially sighted people, their friends and families, and external agencies. We work towards an inclusive society in which blind and partially people can fully participate. To do that, we have support in hospitals. So, Manny, you mentioned about you were in hospital and you had operations. Well, what we have are staff who work specifically with people who are losing.
Emma, we're losing you a bit. Can you go and, Kath, you go and speak to Emma, because let's get her in a position, because this is important, and I don't want to miss any of this. Get her in a position where we can hear her. It sounds like a little bit of a bad signal. Emma, we're going to come to you. Manny, stay there. This is important, so we don't want to mess this up. 0344 499 1000. We'll be back in a few minutes, and everything will be sorted. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Set free your mind. Let your fancy take flight. Conversation gets curiouser by the glow of moonlight.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
It's Operation Let's Get Manny a Job. Manny, you still there?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Manny. And I think we've got Emma in a slightly better position. Emma Cruikshank from Birmingham Vision. Hello, Emma.
Hi, Ian.
We can. That's much better.
She's rooted to the spot.
For you.
Do not move. We heard most of what you said, but then just right at the end, you petered out. So just tell us again, Birmingham Vision. What is it?
Okay, what is it? It's a charity that works with blind and partially sighted people and their friends, families, carers, and also other organisations to ensure that we have an inclusive society for blind and partially sighted people. Manny, you mentioned that when you're in hospital you had operations. What we do in Birmingham is we have eye clinic support officers who work with people who are going through that experience of actually losing their sight. We work with them to make sure that they link in with social services, the voluntary sector and other agencies to make sure that they're getting the right support.
Now,
in addition, in addition to that, we've got social and leisure, so we've got peer support groups. So, Manny, when you were talking about how low you've been feeling, we recognise the importance of people, blind and partially sighted people, being able to talk to others. We have sports, which that improves mental well-being. But most importantly, and why I'm here today, is to talk about the employment support that we offer.
Now, listen, Emma, how difficult? I don't know how to ask this question, so I'm just going to ask it. It might sound wrong, but I apologise for this. Obviously, there are certain things that blind and partially sighted people can't do. Like, you can't be a bus driver, for example. So what kind of opportunities are there for people like Manny?
Okay, we know we have a lot of people who access our services and that we know through the work that we do, who are solicitors, social workers, civil servants, call centre handlers, support workers, chief execs, directors, software engineers, managers. To give you an idea, so Birmingham Vision is a team of 8, and 4 of my team all have a visual impairment.
So you got people working there who are in the situation. Are you visually impaired, Emma? I don't know if that's an inappropriate question.
No, it's not. No, it's not inappropriate at all. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I have worked within sight loss for the last 18 years.
Okay.
So I've been around for a little while.
Okay. Well, you passed my credentials test in that case. So what can we do with Manny, Emma? How do we start? How do we start trying to find him a job? Because that's it, isn't it, Manny? That's what you said. You're not even worried about the money. You just want to feel productive.
Get out.
Right, okay. If I tell you what, so I hope you don't mind, because what I've done today, obviously, before I've come on, I've spoken to colleagues from the RNIB and also from a charity that's actually based in Wolverhampton called Beacon, the Beacon Centre.
Okay.
I don't know if have you? Okay,
so... What did you make of it, Manny?
They're not very helpful, to tell you the truth.
We'll hear what Emma has to say in a second, but what happened? What happened when you went there?
Well, I went to have a look around first.
Yeah.
And made an appointment with them the second time. They do all the, you can buy all the aids and everything.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were asking for like this, that, they were talking silly prices, like £1,600 for the app in your phone and stuff like that. Then they had a gym and swimming and everything. So I booked an appointment where they come and pick you up.
Yeah.
They never turned up the first time.
Right.
So we rang them up the second time. They says, the driver must have missed you out.
Uh-oh.
Then they gave me another date for the Wednesday. Yeah. Nobody turned up again.
Maybe take the hint.
Then we find them up again. Then we find them up the third time.
How long ago was that, Manny?
This was 3 years ago.
Okay, so a thing is, right, because I've been to a lot of places that help people. With my mum, when I took with my mum with her MS, I used to take her to a lot of places that helped. And a lot has changed in last 3, 4, 5 years. So let's see what Emma's got to say about it.
Yeah.
Go on, Emma.
No problem.
Okay, right. So if I tell you what we can offer.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 strands currently to our employment support.
Yes.
So we do one-to-one support, and that looks at assisting people with their CVs and job applications.
Yep.
Also sitting down, so we sit down with Manny, look at Manny's individual skills, and if any retraining that he might need to get him into employment, and also what type of employment does he want to go into.
Okay.
Because that's really important.
Yeah.
So that's one of our kind of one-to-one offers that we do. In addition to that, we have a monthly job club that meets. And now it is in Birmingham, Manny, but we meet monthly. And what that is, that's a peer support group. So that is other blind and partially sighted people that are in the same position as you, who are desperate to get into work, and that can sit and can share tips and advice on what they've done. And what we do, we bring in guest speakers as well, who can work with yourself and with others to support you to get into work. Now, the third thing that we do, now it's a 5-week intensive course that we run at Birmingham Vision. And what this does, it goes through the application process, your CVs, your covering letters. We also do interview techniques, because that's quite important.
Yeah.
And mock interviews. So we bring in external agencies, so people who don't work normally with blind and partially sighted people, who will come in and will do interviews from other businesses, and then you get feedback on how that's actually gone. Okay? And the final strand to that 5-week course is also talking about, well, once you've got a job, how do you keep the job? because that's really important.
Yeah.
It's important to get into work.
I might need to come for this
vital.
stage. I think I need to come and have this bit.
Ian, you'd be more than welcome.
So.
We would love to have you. So we look at, you've got the job, how do you keep it? So we talk about things like access to work, which I don't know whether you've explored that at all, Manny.
No, I haven't tried that.
Okay.
I did go into the job centre and ask them, but they said to me, well, you can't see this, so there's no work for you.
Right, okay.
Well, they can.
How helpful.
Straight to the point.
That was it. That's all they said. You can't see, so there's no work for you.
Well,
as I said earlier on, there are so many jobs that blind and partially sighted people can and do. Yeah. So,
right, Emma,
I think we need to forget that one.
Yeah, Emma, I've got two questions. Right, first question is what's your hit rate? What's your success rate? What percentage of people that come to you end up getting jobs?
Right. I've only been in post for 7 months, and this is a new service that we've been offering. So in the last 6 months, we've had 5 people get into work.
Right.
Which you think that might not sound a lot,
no.
But 5 people is quite a lot, really. We've had 3 people that have gone into higher education, and 5 people that have gone into volunteering.
Okay.
Because what we look at volunteering as a step into work. Because some people, if their confidence has been knocked, they've lost their sight, they're feeling quite low about everything. So sometimes it's not always viable to go straight into employment.
Yep.
So what we look at is internships and volunteering as that first step.
Okay, out of how many? Because if that's like out of 25 people, that's great. If that's out of 1,000 people that have passed through your doors, that's not so great.
It's not out of 1,000. So what we do each month, we support 16 people.
Okay,
so,
all right.
So we've got 16 people on average a month.
Okay.
And over that time, we've got one person each month into employment.
Brilliant. All right.
3 into higher education and 5 into volunteering.
That's pretty good. Those are good stats.
And thank you very much. And it's not me. It's actually my employment coordinator, who she has a visual impairment. She's been through this same experience herself. She's been unemployed, and she actually got a job through volunteering.
Wow.
She got her confidence back up. So she knows what it's like. She's been there.
Second question.
She's lived it firsthand.
Second question. How much?
Free.
How much does it cost?
It's free.
There you
we
go.
Don't charge.
You can't say...
We don't charge.
You can't say fairer than that.
No, you can't.
Manny, right, now listen, Manny, Emma is the first person that we're speaking to on the air. This isn't the end of it, right?
No, because I've had contact with the RNIB.
Yeah.
There's been a recruitment agency that's got... I'm going to give you all the details so you can choose.
We've got loads of people, and we'll get as many on as we can, right? But Manny, having listened to what Emma has said... I have. Is Birmingham Vision something that you'd like to get involved with as a starter?
I will, because when they tweeted you, so my daughter took the number down, and I thought I'll give them a ring on Monday, because I had a couple of appointments today, so I was going to give them a ring on Monday and then mention that you would sort of help me out.
So you'd be interested if we can find a space and a time, you'd be interested in possibly working with them and just having a little brush up. This is the thing, man. It's so hard for anybody to get a job these days, and having a little brush up on skills, getting a decent CV, focusing. I know you said you want to do anything, but focusing on what you can do and what you'd enjoy doing, and having someone to talk you through that would be a big
I wouldn't
help.
mind anything, Ian, anything. Honest to God, I wouldn't mind cleaning toilets, washing up, anything, wiping somebody's backside.
Right, Manny, steady on, mate. Don't bring your hobbies into this now.
Can I just say,
Go on, Emma.
From what you were saying about your sandwich making, it sounds like you could set up your own business doing that, Manny.
All right, Emma.
Once I had a social worker come to see me, and she asked me sort of things, and she said, "What do you do?" I said, "Well, I can do this, I can do that," and then I made a cup of tea and a sandwich. I know it's easy, but it's hard for us.
Yeah, of course it is, man.
When I done that, she goes, "Oh, would you like to help other people learn other people, blind people that can't make a cup of tea or can't. I said, yeah, I would love to. And I gave her my number, but she never got in touch with me again. Maybe nobody wanted to.
I tell you, was this a social worker?
Yeah, it was a social
Manny,
worker.
the number of social workers, this is it. They all move around. They move around so much. Every time I was dealing with something with my mum, you'd just go, can I speak to Lisa, please? Well, no, Lisa doesn't work here. They've gone.
Yeah.
So, So, Emma, what do we do? How do we get Manny to... when do your courses start? Have you got a space? How do we get Manny on there?
Okay, well, what I was going to suggest, and Manny's already beat me to it, was that we actually had a call off-air on Monday.
Brilliant.
To go through things in more detail. Also, because there's a lot of other services that are available, not just with us. Like I did say, Beacon, the RNAB.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would be useful for us to actually talk more in depth off the radio on Monday, if you're happy to do so, and we can go through things in much more detail. Because I think it's about making sure that Birmingham Vision has this range of services, but it's about making sure that you access services that are right for you.
Emma, you're brilliant, and it sounds like you're doing a brilliant job, and we really appreciate you coming on and chatting with us tonight, and I look forward. Manny, maybe you can give us a call Monday or Tuesday next week and just let us know how it goes, and...
I will give them a ring on Monday afternoon.
Well, can we... Manny...
I will.
Manny, is it okay if we phone you if Kath can possibly... give you, she can give you my number or pass over your number to me, and then I can give you a call on Monday.
We will give you. Before we cut you off, Emma, we'll give you Manny's number, and you can take him off our hands.
That'll be great.
Emma, if other people are listening and thinking, oh, this could be good for me, or this could be good for my daughter, or whatever, how do they find out more about Birmingham Vision?
Okay, well, you can give us a call. Our telephone number is 0121 632 6180. Alternatively, you can go onto our website, which is birminghamvision.co.uk.
Yep.
And we've got Twitter and we've got Facebook as well. But obviously, phone number 0121 632 6180.
And
birminghamvision.co.uk.
Emma, you're a legend. We really appreciate your time, and I'll keep my fingers crossed. Emma, you stay there. Go on.
Thank you. I was just going to say, you would not believe how much I appreciate Talk Radio raising the awareness of blind and partially sighted people and unemployment, because it's a huge issue for so many people.
Oh, well,
so thank you very much.
Manny's one of ours, and we look after our own.
Thank you.
Emma, you stay on the line. You're going to speak to Kath now. She's going to give you Manny's number. Right, Manny, it's just you and me talking now. How do you think?
You know something, Ian?
Go on.
You know, people out there who are depressed or suicidal or on drugs. They should phone you because you do.
What?
They should phone you because.
Come on, man.
You phone. Honestly, like you say, social workers are always moving about, right?
Yeah.
You actually do treat people like a person. You don't cut them off. You listen, unless I'm being rude, but you do listen, and you do both you and Cass do try and help anybody and everybody. Like a few callers last night.
Manny, you're a good man, and you've been dealt a really bad.
Really appreciate what you're doing.
Dude. We ain't done anything yet. This doesn't stop until you phone up and say, guess what? I got a job and it starts on Monday. This doesn't stop till then. Now listen, Emma's gone, so you can speak freely. How do you feel about what she just said then? Are you all right with that?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Because I know some people, my mum included, and I bet you're probably the same. Some people, when the word charity is mentioned, they're like, well, I'm not a charity case. And I just wanted to make sure you were okay with that.
I'm okay with that because they're helping people, aren't they? They're helping people. You've got to start somewhere.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, have a good weekend.
I really appreciate what you and Kath have done. Really appreciate it. And any listener who's going through anything, ring Iain and Kath. They will definitely help you.
Well, we don't like everyone as much as we like you, Manny.
Have a good weekend, Manny, and maybe we'll speak Monday or Tuesday, and you let us know how it goes. Yeah. All right, mate.
I will. Have a nice weekend.
Stick up your bum. What a nice bloke. What a nice lady. Birmingham Vision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was it. Emma from Birmingham Vision. And I did how much? I did think she'd say, well, our courses start at... no, it's free.
She said free and you didn't hear it.
No, I missed the free.
Incredible. I'm feeling really hopeful.
I'm feeling really positive. But the thing is, right, this is our first step. This is step A. We've got loads of other tricks up our sleeve. Thank you to you, dear listener, because we tweeted it and loads of you got in touch. This is our first thing. If this doesn't work, we've got plenty. We've got plenty. We're going to get there. This is going to happen. Thank you for your help, dear listener. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Manny. Thank you, Kath, because I know you put a lot of work into this. I've done nothing. I just get the glory.
Does anyone else fancy a cheese and ham sandwich?
Not if he's happy to wipe someone's bum up. No. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The late-night lip service for lovers, loners and lounge lizards.
Yeah, well, where exactly is your accent from?
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
OK, do you know, something just happened there. We've got Holly working with us tonight, as we know is Alan Caddick's hoe. Isn't she? Is that not the thing?
Well, he wishes.
And I was
she saying yes?
I was just dancing, like doing an up and down dance, because I'm in a good mood. Because that was nice with Manny. We got Ryan and Chris coming on to talk about Paul McCartney, and Holly was sat there like smiling at me because I'm doing a silly dance. And what I was going to do was what do you think I would do if I'm doing a silly dance to you? What would I do now? Going up and down in my chair. What would I do to you now? Go on, you know exactly what I'd do. Come on.
What a rude gesture.
Yeah, go on. I'd raise the two fingers, wouldn't I?
Yes.
I'd raise my two fingers. So I was going to do that to Holly.
Yeah.
Right? So I was going up and down.
I don't think she'd mind.
Well, no. And then I was going to do that, raise the two fingers up to her. And then I thought, and I swear to God, this is what I thought. Me too. Hashtag me too.
I don't think that's me.
No,
I don't think it means what you think it means.
No, it isn't. But that's the thought. I thought, hashtag me too. I thought maybe that's on my mind, you know, because Hardeep has just been booted out of the Big Brother house. I'm thinking, don't do anything. So I didn't raise my fingers at Holly. And made me feel old because, you know what? That was the right thing to do, was not raise my middle fingers at her. It was the right thing to do. And it's made me feel sad because a bit of my fun has been taken away in the name of humanity.
Gosh, maturity really does suck.
You said suck. Let's go. Idiot. Let's go to Thomas. Good evening, Thomas.
Good evening. How are you?
Very, very well, Thomas. My mate Dan has just made a Frank Sidebottom Ouija board and painted it.
Can I make one suggestion though, Dan? And I know it's a bit too late now, but under yes, you should have put boss.
I said that to John Ronson. Frank Ouija board, that's insane!
Oh, yes, boss.
Hey, you know, right, so my mate Dan, right, he's an artist. He's an artist, OK? And there is, this is really niche. There's Joe Rogan, who is a podcaster and comedian in the States, has done an interview with Elon Musk. And to accompany it, there is a picture of Elon Musk in Joe Rogan's, like, sort of art gallery, firing a flamethrower. Do you know what is in the back of that gallery? One of Dan's paintings.
Jeez.
Isn't that nuts? That's brilliant. Dan, at Mugger Harris, if you want to go and see some brilliant art. Anyway, Thomas, what have you got for us this evening?
Well, first of all, I'm a massive fan of Paul McCartney.
Yes, man.
So I'm linking it in with Iain Lee.
Yes.
Because I'm massive fans of both of them.
Yeah.
And I think that McCartney, in Britain, at times, does not get the recognition or respect that he deserves. But worldwide, obviously, I'm not putting you in the same icon as Paul, even though I'm a big fan.
Okay.
He doesn't perhaps get the recognition in Britain, you know, and I think you sort of went to that at times where he's almost this.
I'm the British Paul McCartney.
Yeah, he's just this sort of cool, nice, likeable guy, but in the rest of the world, he's a genius.
Yeah.
And when it comes to you, I happen to follow you on social media.
Yes.
And quite frankly, the abuse that goes on with that is an absolute, utter disgrace. I've followed you since the 11 o'clock show, and for me, my own humble opinion, you've provided me with a great deal of entertainment for 25 years or whatever.
20 years, mate. I'm not that old. 20 years.
20 years. You've been, somebody I watch on TV, and every time I see you on TV or listening on the radio. You make me smile. You make me laugh. So essentially, my point is McCartney, to a lesser degree, if you're thinking, say, Liverpool Partick Thistle,
yes,
you might be Partick Thistle,
okay,
which is still great.
Yeah, it's a great team.
Great when you're looking at McCartney as Liverpool,
yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying,
not getting the
Thomas.
recognition you deserve, mate.
You're a very kind man,
and I genuinely mean that. And I'm trying to take a humorous look upon it, but I mean,
you're a good lad,
and I really do. And the thing is, you played McCartney at the start, and honestly, that kicks Chris Martin's arse.
Doesn't it? Have you heard the new album, Egypt Station?
No, I haven't. I just that one track you played tonight. It was brilliant.
Get it. It's only about a tenner, and it's absolutely flipping brilliant. Honestly, it's the best thing he's done in decades. It's the first McCartney album I've been excited about, and it lives up to it, man. I thought the last one sucked a bit. This is great, man. But Thomas, you're a good man. Thank you.
Can I say one final thing that I share with you? As Blame It on Broadway, or whatever it was called, back in that was one of my favourite. I absolutely loved that. And then when you used to go on about it, it's like, that guy gets it. You know, I absolutely loved that album.
The album or the film? I mean, the film's unwatchable.
Yeah. But and he's got that black and white shirt in the video, isn't he? And it was a great song and great stuff he done there. So anyway, all right. You and McCartney,
yes,
you're on the same levels, but it's Liverpool and Partick Thistle.
Thomas, you're an absolute lunatic, but I love you and I appreciate your call, brother. Thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Glenn. Good evening, Glenn.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath. How are you?
Hello.
We're good. We are good. Gooder, as the cheese would say.
It was lovely. I'm glad to hear it. It was lovely to see you both again on last Sunday.
Is this another Scottish act? It is a Scottish act. Look at this. We're being inundated with Scots. I love it.
I know. I wanted I was phoning you to talk about Paul McCartney, and I thought I'll be a nice, happy-go-lucky Scotsman phoning about Paul McCartney, and you've just had it.
We've just had it. This is outrageous behaviour.
I feel like I'm redundant now.
No, you're not. We will cut that last call out, and no one will ever hear it when the show gets broadcast.
But listen, thanks for such a good time in Glasgow on Sunday. I'm sorry you had such a hard time getting home. Ryanair are appalling. Their toilet paper is beyond unbearable.
Well, do you know what? It'll work out because we had a laugh driving back, and we get €250 each, which is handy because I smashed my digital recorder, so that will almost cover it. So it'll work out. We're going to book another Glasgow date for probably March of next year.
I'm there.
Good work, brother.
I mean, I'm there now. I'm waiting.
That's creepy.
But Egypt Station, I love it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Love it. I'm going to see McCartney in December.
Screw you. I didn't get tickets.
Oh, sorry. You can come if you want, but I'd need to try and tell the fiancé not to come.
Yeah, tell the fiancé not to come. Where are you seeing him?
The SSC Hydro in Glasgow. You need to come back to Glasgow.
That's a bit of a trek.
Start walking now.
Yes, I'll get a hire car. But isn't it a great record?
Yeah, I love how it's almost a concept album.
Yeah.
The way you're on a train and then I Don't Know kicks in, and that is bone-chilling, that song.
Yeah.
And then in other parts and other stops, it's delightful, it's cheerful, it's a bit cheeky. It's everything I love about McCartney's career rolled into one album.
He's got a song on there about Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think the last overtly political, and it's not the last overtly political song he did was there anything after Give Ireland Back to the Irish?
Well, Pipes of Peace.
Well, Pipes of Peace is like Imagine for the 80s. He does do. What's the song on here?
We Want Peace, or They Want Peace.
People Want Peace, which is kind of like a watered down Lennon, but it's nice.
Yeah, there's nice. My entire commute this morning was that entire album, start to finish.
Yeah.
It's just lovely to hear it, and I'm just delighted to hear that you're a huge fan of this record as well.
He sounds old. He's got his old voice. He sounds dignified. He doesn't sound. He's not embarrassing himself in any way. It's just absolutely delightful, and who knows? He might do another album next week. You never know with him. But if this is the full stop in the story, then what a great way to end.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the overstay is open for Glasgow. If you want to make your way up there.
Okay. Well, if you can ditch your fiancée, then I'm up for it.
It's a hard choice to make. I'll get back to you. I'll phone you next week. I'll let you know what I think.
Thank you, Glenn. Glenn will let us know next week if he's ditching his fiancée for me.
It's Yoko all over again, isn't it?
I will tiggle his bum.
Oh.
Yep.
I heard someone talking about McCartney. You know, he's doing interviews with other people and not us.
Yeah, including some podcasts.
And apparently he said that he understands that John left at the right time now.
What, life?
No. No, the Beatles. The flipping Beatles.
The flipping Beatles. Hassan!
Ian, Kath?
Hey!
Kath, Ian? Hassan?
I mean, well, that's it. From Paul having a Lambuda with Princess Diana to Manny, what a week. What an absolute week. I've got to say, mate, you've made me laugh and cry this week. I just wanted to come on, actually, and just say to Manny, heads up, mate, because I had a similar
I don't think heads up is a
situation
phrase.
3 years. Well,
don't think heads up is a phrase. I don't think heads up means what you think it means.
He's trying to be kind.
No, I know, but listen, it's got to correct him. I don't think heads up means what I think you mean respect.
Okay. Fine,
heads up is like heads up. Your missus is round the corner.
Heads up, you're going to get the sack.
Heads up, the headmaster knows what you did.
Uh-oh.
So that's what heads up means. So what are you warning him about?
No, I'm not warning him. I'm just saying.
Well, then you used heads up in the wrong context. Simple.
Sorry. It's nearly 11 p.m. I was in a similar position about 3 years ago. I went to a job club with London Vision, who are the equivalent of Birmingham Vision.
Right. Because for those who don't know, you can't. You are visually impaired, and if I remember correctly, Hassan,
you got a Blinky club tonight.
Yeah, I know we've had 2 Scots and 2 blinds. Who's going to win, the blind people or the Scottish? We'll see. But if I remember correctly, Hassan, wasn't your blindness your own fault? Wasn't it a curse that was put on you according to your own parents?
Oh my God, what a good memory you have.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently it was black magic.
Yeah, parents told me it was black magic from about the age of 5 or something. Outrageous. Anyway,
what a memory.
I'm not going to forget a story like that, buddy. I'm not going to forget that. Anyway, go on. That's not what you've called in.
Yeah.
Go on.
Anyway, so I went to a job club, and about a year later, I started an internship. And then within 3 months, full-time employed.
Hey, brilliant.
With London Vision.
So it works. So it works. Doing these courses works.
It definitely works. I sort of undermined it. I thought, job club, I don't want to go and learn how to type. But it was more than that. And actually, what you've done, and I know you hate praise, but what you've also done for me is incredible, because I've actually managed to speak about my depression.
Yeah.
And started CBT this week. I've actually commented on your tweets, which I would never, ever consider beforehand, because I was ashamed of it. So, and man, your show works. It's deep. It's really deep. And I just want to thank you both. I haven't come on for a year, because I just listened to on the way to work podcast.
Part-timer.
Yeah.
He's a part-timer. And yet he wants our respect. I don't think we need to...
I just want 33 minutes of quality in, please.
Hassan, you're a good man. I'm going to move on, because I want to try squeezing at least one more call before the news. Thank you, mate. You take care, and it's good to hear from you. Evening, Carol!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Carol!
I'm a newbie to your show.
Hey.
I'm only really listening because I like George Galloway, and I've just kind of...
We all love George Galloway.
He's a good lad, isn't he?
He's absolutely flipping brilliant.
Some sense.
Yeah. Oh, no, he talks a load of rubbish, but no, I'm joking. I tell you what you don't get about George when you're sat there. And this isn't even a joke, Kath will back me up, he smells amazing.
Sensational.
Doesn't
Carol.
he?
Oh, so good.
Sensational.
Well, he said that on his advert about cologne.
Yeah.
Remember, he's got the little Top Cat tune.
Oh, yeah.
And you heard it.
I've heard that, yeah. I should. I've heard it. It's good. He's good. Well, you stayed listening. Thank you.
Whiff of expensive cologne.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He's a good man.
Rear of the Year.
What? I don't think he is Rear of the Year.
No, but it tells you the year it was.
He has got a great bum. I've never said that.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
I'll try and take a picture of his bum next week, and I'll post it on Twitter.
I don't do Twitter.
I'll send it to you directly. I will send it to you directly. That is a promise.
You're a fanny.
Oh, George!
You're a fanny.
George Galloway!
You're a fanny.
George Galloway!
I've sent him an email tonight, and that's why I'm too tired to go downstairs
Carol,
to go and feed my cat.
Carol, go and feed your cat.
An hour to type it.
Go and feed your cat, Carol. I've got to cut you off because we've got the news coming up. I'm so glad you listened to George Friday night, 7:00, and I'm really glad that you stuck around and listened to our nonsense as well. Thank you. Coming up, the new Paul McCartney album. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain and Kath on Talk Radio.
Whispering lunar incantations for cross-parents, cross-dressers.
Did you know this about me?
And cross-rail workers.
Steel and polycarbonate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got a very poor internet connection.
On Talk Radio.
I got crows at my window, dogs at my door. I don't think I can take any more. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. My brother told me life's not a pain. That was right when it started to rain. Where am I going wrong? I don't know. But it's alright. Sleep tight. I will take the strain. You'll find love of mine. You will feel no pain. When I see trouble at every turn, I've got so many lessons to learn. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Now what's the matter with me? Am I right? Am I wrong? Now I started to see I must try to be strong. I try to love you best as I can, but you know that I'm only a man. Why am I going wrong? I don't know. Yeah. But it's alright. Sleep tight. I will take the strain. Yeah, you'll find little love of mine. You will feel no pain. I got crows at my window, dogs at my door. But I don't think I can take any more. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. Now what's the matter with me? I don't know. I don't know. What's the matter with me? I don't know. I don't know. What's the matter with me? I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, that's great. Got crows at my window and dogs at my door. That's a great line. And for someone who can be a little bit lazy when it comes to the lyrics, that's a great line. New Paul McCartney album is out. Do you know what? It's the first album, the first time I've kind of been excited at the prospect of a new Paul McCartney album. And it came today and I loved it. And you probably remember a couple of months ago, I guess, we had Ryan Brady, and for a little bit we had Chris Mercer on until he bottled it halfway through, from the brilliant Take It Away podcast. And if you don't know it, it's on iTunes, it's on all the podcast providers. Take It Away. Let me make sure I get the website right, because I always get these wrong. TakeItAwayPodcast.com. And basically, it goes through in really minute, wonderful Columbo-style detail every Paul McCartney album since the Beatles. Wings, the solo stuff, everyone. And it's brilliant. And there's a lot of albums I didn't know, and there were some albums I was really familiar with, but it opens it up in a new light. Anyway, it's a great podcast. So I thought, who better to get on the show to talk about Egypt Station than Ryan and Chris from Take It Away. Good evening, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey.
What's happening?
Now,
thanks for having us back on.
Well, it's good to have you back. Chris, how long are you going to stay for this time?
I'm going to try to hang it out with you. I'm on a landline, so it's going to take a meaner kind of gremlin this time.
And I know, Chris, that we kind of... Aren't you off to see Billy Joel tonight?
I am off to see Billy Joel. How apt is that?
That's incredible. Whereabouts are you, and where's he playing?
Well, I live in Evanston, so I'll be going down to Wrigley Field to see him in Chicago.
And apparently, I'm not a massive Billy Joel fan, but he puts on a cracking show, doesn't he?
I haven't seen him live since 1989, I think. So it'll be interesting. I know he sings the songs down a few steps from the old days, but he sounds really good from what I see on YouTube.
Isn't it funny you mention that? Well, as we get older, our voices get deeper. It's gravity, and it's the way life goes. And so a couple of artists, a few older artists, go down a key or two. Am I right, Chris? McCartney doesn't do it. He sings them all in the same key that he recorded them in.
That's right. Yeah, He sings them all in the same key, and some of them are very high, as you know. People like when my parents go to Paul McCartney concerts, because they go more often than I do, they always use the cell phone to show me so I can check My Love and Silly Love songs and check the high A's, and they're still there, man.
Ryan, the album came out today. How did you get it?
How did I get it? I listened to it on Spotify.
Okay,
yeah.
so as soon as it launched, and let's start. What did you think of it?
Well, I listened up until, the song Dominoes. I listened to the first 10 songs last night, and then I slept on it. I woke up and listened to the rest of it. And so I was sitting there this morning thinking, am I being a fanboy here, or is this one of the best Paul McCartney albums I've heard in 10, 20, 30 years?
Yeah.
And before I could even talk to anybody, two of my best friends, both named Max, they both reached out to me without me even reaching out to them at all. They're both like, so Paul McCartney just turned in a Paul McCartney album for the first time in a long time. And then Chris and I, as we were talking just a couple hours ago, we were like, wait, this is really amazing. This is something else. So, yeah, I mean,
hang on.
I love it so
Having
far.
listened to your podcasts a lot, or all of them, if you're saying you like it, then, Chris, by default, you must think this is a turkey.
Why do you say that?
No,
we agree sometimes. We disagree sometimes.
I've got beef with you over saying that Ebony and Ivory is a terrible song. You're so wrong on that. But that's not what we're here for. You enjoyed it, did you, Chris? You think it's a good one?
I'm sure you've joined the legions who are mad at me about Flaming Pie too. I think this is really wonderful. I got it today. I got the CD and the LP, and I've spun the LP a couple times.
Yeah,
and I think it's wonderful. That was not a given to me, because although I love I Don't Know, I thought Come On to Me was so-so, and I thought Without You was. I almost don't want to talk about it, so I didn't take it as for granted this would be so good, but it is so good.
Funny you mentioned "Fuck You," because I didn't like. I've heard it a few times now, that song, and now I think it's a masterpiece. Now I think it is, and I don't like the band Coldplay, but it's like the best Coldplay song that they never wrote to the power of 10. I think it's a brilliant pop song, and I read an interview in maybe it's Q magazine. where he's in the studio with a different producer for that song, and the producer said, "Well, what do you want to do?" And he said, "I really want to write a hit." And they said, "All right, let's write a hit." And that and Fuck You was it. And I think it's uplifting. I think it's poppy. I think it's catchy. You know, it's not the most in-depth lyrics, but I thought it was a joy on about third or fourth hearing.
Well, even if I agreed with that, I do think it is by a different producer from the rest of the album, so it does stick out to me, if nothing else. And by the way, speaking of Greg Kurstin, 3 cheers for Greg Kurstin.
Yeah.
Man, what a great job he did on this.
How does, Ryan, do we know how much a producer... It must be hard for a producer to say to Paul McCartney, "Yeah, that song's not very good, Paul." How much of it is the producer kind of getting their hands on it and shaping it, and how much is it Paul McCartney going in and doing what he wants to do? Because he's Paul bloody McCartney.
Yeah, I mean, normally Paul gets Paul's way, except for, I believe, on Chaos and Creation. I've done some reading on this album, and I listened to a podcast by the Soda Jerker guys, Brian and Simon. This morning. You should all check that out.
They got McCartney, didn't they?
Yeah, they got Paul. They got him up in Liverpool at Lipa, and so we checked that out. And so it sounds like Paul wrote the songs, and then he brought them in, and they finished them out, and I can't remember where the interview's from, but Greg was saying, like, I figured out how to talk to Paul, how to like say, "Hey, well, that wasn't really that good," and Paul would go quiet or he wouldn't respond, and Greg would follow up and be like, "Hey, did you hear me a couple hours ago?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, but I've been ignoring you."
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's really funny.
And listen, I don't want to spoil it, because I know that you guys are going to do a brilliant Take It Away podcast about this and tear this album apart in a scientific, methodical way. So I don't want to spoil that too much, but I'm really keen to get your thoughts. Ryan, what are your kind of standout tracks? Are there 2 or 3 on here that you think, wow, these are classic McCartney that could stand with the best of them?
Yeah, I mean, I really love I Don't Know, but I think that goes without saying.
Yeah.
The standout for me right now is Do It Now.
Yeah.
I heard that this morning, and the lyrics and the music, the harpsichord, all of it, I was like, wow, that's not just a good Paul McCartney song, that's just a great song. Like all in. And then a third one, I have a thing for Hunting You Down, that track 16. I just think it's rad.
Now, isn't that funny? Because I've read a lot about that. Is that the one? Because I've only listened to the album once. That's the one that alludes to Trump, doesn't it? The Captain's Gone Crazy. Is that one?
That's.
Or is that Despite Repeated Warnings? Okay, right. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Despite Repeated Warnings is the one that the Captain's Gone Crazy, and that is a great song. Hunt You Down, Naked, and Sea-Link. I'd read a lot about that. And a lot of people saying, "Hey, it's like the Abbey Road medley. It's like the Band on the Run. And I must admit, and I've only heard it once. Repeated hearings will change, I'm sure. But I heard it and I went, yeah. It kind of, it goes off into a bit of guitar noodling at the end, and it's not quite as good as I was expecting."
But see, I have a thing for the medley on the flip side of Retro Speedway. Like, I love that. So hearing that, I was like, ooh, it sounds like Retro Speedway, it sounds like Ram. I think the whole record is like a combination of Ram and Tug of War era kind of stuff. I really think it's the best thing he's made since 1982. I know that's wild to say.
What is 82? Is that Tug of War or Pipes of Peace?
Tug of War, Pipes of Peace era, but specifically Tug of War.
Listen to us getting geeky, Catherine. I'm holding my own with these men, and they know everything. Chris, go on. First, Chris, what do you think about the Hunt You Down, Naked, Sea-Link track before we get your favourites?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, and it's among my favorites.
Okay.
I always love these double and triple songs.
Yeah.
That's a thing for me. And this seems like a classic double song. I prefer the naked part of the song.
Yep.
And I do agree with you that the Sea-Link jam thing is kind of a strange way to close out the album.
Yeah.
But overall, I think that's a cool track.
Other favourites?
Yes, Despite Repeated Warnings is a favorite.
Yeah.
And it's a nice contrast with the one we were just talking about because it, too, is sort of a multi-part song, but it's not a double or triple song. It's one continuous narrative. Mm-hmm. Really, it's an extended metaphor that has a narrative and all the multiple tempo changes and stuff. So that's a real standout. That's what I want from Paul, stuff like this, you know? Yeah.
Anything else?
Yes, Dominoes.
Dominoes is a great song. Dominoes is a great song. I'm listening to it and thinking, I've heard this song before. Of course I haven't, but that's how good it is. It has a real sense of familiarity about it. I thought it was superb.
Yeah, I mean, Paul has that gift to write that song that sounds almost as if it's always existed, you know, and that's like that. Also, Back in Brazil is another fun one to me.
Oh,
and let me tell you why I love that, because, you know, it sort of references Tropicalia, the Brazilian 70s movement, without doing pastiche. It just kind of borrows a little of that sound, but it doesn't do like an aping thing. It's really good, really, really clever.
He's 76. He shouldn't be making records this good anymore. There's a lot of the kind of heritage artists, like David Crosby is turning out some great stuff at the moment. The last Graham Nash album was amazing as well. It seems to be that a lot of these artists, once they kind of give up chasing pop hits and they get a bit older and I don't know why, I don't know what it is, but in their 70s, they turn out amazing stuff. And McCartney said, you know, I liked half of New, and I thought half of it sucked a big one, but all of this, pretty much all of this is a joy.
Yeah. I actually don't think we should be surprised by that. Older, experienced musicians should be bringing a lot to the table. And, you know, people in musical theater and film music and other realms of music, they kind of hit their stride in their 40s and 50s sometimes. Right. So, speaking of people, pop sort of youth culture thing.
Did you see this, Kath? People in musical theatre, that the guy that wrote Hamilton is filming in Wales, and he kind of rocked up at an open mic night in this pub in Wales where they've got a pianist and people go in and sing. This happened this week, it's on Twitter, and people go in and sing songs, and he went in and sang like a load of songs from Les Mis and Hamilton.
Wow.
And sort of about halfway through it, people went, I think is that the guy that wrote Hamilton?
The thing is, he's in Wales, so everyone's an excellent singer there. So it would just be par for the course.
I thought that was great. I think someone sort of sent him a tweet saying, "Oh, I bet you won't come to our pub for a little bit of, a sing-along." And he went, "Well, maybe if I'm free." And then he rocks up and starts, singing these amazing songs that he wrote, which is incredible.
Lin-Manuel Miranda, right?
That's it. That's the one. Yeah. Absolutely incredible. McCartney is doing the rounds. I didn't get him. I'm guessing you guys didn't get him. The Soda Jerker Boys did, though. And I do like their podcast from time to time. He's doing a lot of stuff. He believes in this record, doesn't he?
Yes.
Paul, for sure. Well, and Mercer pointed out to me he was on Maron, and I listened to the Maron interview that I believe was at the ArcLight Theater in L.A. Wow, I never heard Paul like that. Maron said something to him like, the Rolling Stones, you ever see them and think, man, I wish I'd kept the band together? And Paul's like, well, yeah, but two of them are dead. He said that in the interview. It's just crazy. Paul, to me right now, feels like he's a younger man than his persona from, like, the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, he just is having a great time, and what a treat it is to be watching him.
He looks good. He's sounding good. You guys talk about the old man McCartney voice, and it's on this. It's all over this album. But man alive, Chris, it sounds great, doesn't it? He's really got that old voice, and he's loving it.
It sounds wonderful. The way I see it, it's some of his best singing since the 80s, which is not saying it sounds like the 80s. It just sounds like he's really grown into his voice or gotten comfortable with this voice. He's really bringing that, old musician gravitas to it. And sometimes he sounds, younger than he has in a while. But, it's Old Man Macca, but it's really good Old Man Macca.
Yeah.
Boys, listen, I'm not going to ask you any more. Are you going to do a special podcast for this, or are you going to follow along in chronological order?
Have we decided, Ryan?
We haven't. And, the fact that you asked us on the show, I was so excited. I'm like, wow, this really feels like a need, because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I would like to live with it for a while and really research it, because I've been doing Chaos and Creation for the last couple months or whatever, and before we launched that one. So, to be determined, but
can I just say,
we'll have to talk it over.
Ryan works, or I don't know. Ryan says he has a new job, so I don't know if he's left. But Ryan did certainly work with Atlantic Records, and not the last time I went to New York with my boys a couple of weeks ago, but the time before, you very kindly invited me to have a look around Atlantic Records, which was just, what a thrill. And I was joking to Kath and on Twitter, going, "Hey, I'm going to Atlantic Records, and I'm going to meet Stephen Stills." Right? It was just a stupid joke, and. Ryan, who was in the office the day or two before I came in?
It was somebody in that band.
Come on.
Was it Graham? It was Graham Nash.
Graham Nash was in the building 24 hours before. And there's me going, oh, yeah, I'm going to go and meet Stephen Stills.
Yeah.
Nash was in the building. It's outrageous.
No, not even kidding. I was walking down the hallway. I was with another artist, a younger artist, and the head of A&R is walking the other way, and he's with a couple of people, and there's people in the office, people, and he's like, "Hey, I need you to meet somebody," and I just extend my hand, and there he is, and it's like, "Oh my God, what is happening right now? Nice to meet you, sir." And he's like, "Sir, don't call me sir."
I love it.
Wild.
But gentlemen, boys, congratulations on your news as well, Ryan. But I love your podcast so much. When is the next season coming out? When do you start?
October, November.
Oh, okay. Oh, not too far. Okay, good. All right. Otherwise, I have to keep texting you and get your opinions on records. It's the Take It Away podcast.
We got to take a Paul McCartney break once in a while.
No one takes a Paul McCartney break, except Paul McCartney. If you want to get Take It Away podcast, it's on iTunes. It's on all your usual podcast providers. You can also go to the website takeitawaypodcast.com. It is geeky. It is wonderful. It is funny. It's frustrating at times. It is plain wrong at times. But it is. Wow. It's one of those. It's one of those podcasts where I'm sat in my car just shouting, going, "What are you talking about? You're an idiot. Spies Like Us is a great song."
Yeah, well, I think that's the effect Chris and I both have independently in our own lives. The fact that it's happening out there in the wild.
Lads, it's calling you lads because we're talking about a Beatle. It's so nice to talk to you, Ryan and Chris. We'll get you on again at some point. I look forward to listening to more of your podcasts. And go and enjoy Billy Joel.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Ian.
Thank you very much. Cheers, my dears. There's Ryan and Chris, Take It Away podcast. That was a bit geeky, but I love it. It's the new Paul McCartney album. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Moonlit musings from mums, madams, and meat packers.
Oh, never mind. I must have misheard.
The Late Night Alternative with Ian Lee.
The station's brilliant.
On Talk Radio.
So this is my question, right? How many people die a day? Got to be loads, yeah?
Yeah,
got to be
loads.
Right. Why have you never seen someone just drop dead in the street? If people are dying all the time, right? You'd be in Tesco and the woman behind the till would just go, "Oh," or you'd be in a lift and you'd say to the man, "Number 3, please," and he went, you go, "Oh, Jesus."
People don't die like they used to in the olden days.
Right. So what's going on? This
old age, better healthcare.
This has been bothering me a lot, right? We need stats. Can you find me the stats? And if you know them, maybe you're a mortician. 03444991000. How many people die a day? That's a simple question.
In the world?
James, Jerry, stay there. This is more important.
In the world or the UK?
Just type in, how many people die a day? This is what we need. Let's get the basic. I'm going to say 5 million die a day. Sounds about right, doesn't it? 5 million people die a day.
5 million?
A day, yeah. 5 million people, I reckon. And if that's right, then I should look at Holly and she'll just go, "Oh, Jesus." Die like that. And she's done it. How many do you reckon die a day? Come on.
Hang on, I've got it here.
Okay, well, say it. Don't just have it there. Say it. Give us the stats. These are the stats.
151,600 people die each day.
In what? In Britain?
In the world.
Oh, get lost. That's balls. That's nothing.
That's what it says.
That is wrong.
55.3 million people die each year.
Well, no, hang on a minute. 150,000...
No, 151,600 people.
100. I'm rounding it down. That's what we do in maths to make things easier. 150,000 times... Hang on a second. You dirty pervert, stop phoning up and perving over our person who's working on the phones. She's a very highly trained technical operator. So get lost, you dirty git. Put your dick away and stop bothering women, all right? Yeah, that caught you unawares, didn't it? Yeah, you dirty little withheld number pervert. Yeah, that caught you unawares, didn't it, eh? Stop hassling and harassing women. And people phone up and have a person phone up from a withheld number and being rude, sexually rude to Holly. What? How? Sorry? No, I'm not having that. Not having that at all. Dirty git. So,
yes.
150,000 times 365 is. Hello?
I don't know. I'm not good at maths.
Is there anybody there? I'm talking.
Wow, that is not the way to get me to multiply anything.
I'm talking to you. Multiply.
No.
Multiply. All you want to do is multiply.
Flipping heck. Listen.
I was doing it to the tune of Criticise.
I know.
All you want to do is multiply.
So what? 150 what thousand?
Times 150,000 times 365.
Oh, no, I've done it wrong.
Of course you have.
150.
There we go. While you do it, I'm going to sing a little. God, jeez. Oh, man.
Oh, my.
Yeah?
I don't know how to say this number.
Okay.
How many notes has it got? 1,
Just say
2,
it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is my computer on, Holly? Thank you. She just literally turned it on there when I shouted at her. Yes, she did.
Like trillions and that.
Right, show me.
You say it then. I don't know how you say that number.
Right. Well, you've done it wrong. You said 100. Right. So that's like trillions, right? Of people. That's the number of people that die a year. If you're saying 150,000
every day.
Every day.
Uh-huh.
So you've got no flipping idea. Here we go. You multiply my friends. Multiply my ideals. Hey, Castor, multiply my lifestyle. I'm fed up, 'cause all you want to do is multiply. Just
All right, I got it, I think.
You just want to multiply. Yeah?
54,750,000.
Okay, what was the number that they gave on the website?
Oh, I don't know. Let me have another look.
They just have the 2 windows open.
I shut it down. I thought we were finished.
Open 2 windows. It smells like a rat's climbed up your bum. Aye.
I thought we'd finished with the statistics. I didn't realise you wanted to get...
This is
right,
the whole... So if 55 million people are dying a year, you should get on the bus and you buy the ticket and just as the...
Yeah, 55.3 million people die each year.
All right, Donald and Davy, stop. So, if 55 million people are dying a year, you should get on and go, can you give us to the bus? Can I go to the big Tesco's, please? But I've not been there before, so could you shout when it's our stop? Yeah, I'm like, oh, Jesus, and he just dies. He should die. I have never, ever... We multiply... Ooh, multiply. I don't remember why I'm doing that. That would seem like funny at the time, but I don't get it now.
I just want what is right. Still you say multiply.
Alexander O'Neill loves the maths. But only the ones that make things bigger. The multiplication and the addition. Doesn't like things that make them smaller. You know, subtraction and division. So, what I'm saying is... If 55 million people are dying a year, how come I've never seen anyone die? Ever. And I'm 45 years old. So, 55 million divided by 45.
Oh,
and that should work out on average. Come on, lass!
It's Friday night.
Get your maths out! Get your maths out, honey. Shake 'em now. Let's do that one. That'll be funny.
No, it won't. What are you talking about? What do you want me to do now?
I want you
this is why I didn't get the countdown job, by the way.
55 million divided by 45, and that should tell you on average how many dead people I should see die a week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by...
What was I singing here? Get your maths on. There we go.
Oh.
Yeah! Oh! I got it! I'm feeling it! Yeah! I'm feeling it! Yeah!
Oh, we should stop feeling it.
Yep. Dealers keep a-dealing, thieves keep a-thieving, whores keep a-whoring, junkies keep scoring, their drug traders on the meat rack, strip joints full of hunchbacks, bitches keep a-king, crap just keeps it itching, ain't no use in praying, that's the way you're staying, baby. Johnny ain't so crazy, always got a line for the ladies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get your maths on, children. Let's do our maths. Put your calculators away. Get your maths on, get your rulers and your pens out. We're gonna do some maths while we're singing a song. Oh, yeah.
Hang on, so you're singing this song to children?
8 to 10-year-olds. It's my new maths plan. I've got to make maths cool.
Mummy, what's a whore?
I'm taking it round the schools next week, so keep your fingers crossed. This could be very, very big for me. It goes like this. Creeps keep a-crawling, drunks keep a-falling, teasers keep a-teasing, holy cans a-preaching, caps keep a-busting, hustlers keep a-hustling, death that keeps a-knocking, souls are up for auction, ain't no use in playing, that's the way it's staying, babies, because they're kids. Johnny ain't so crazy, he's always got a line for the ladies. Everybody, yeah, yeah, yeah. Get your maths on, children. We're gonna do some sums, adding up, taking away. Get your maths on, children. Algebra is fun and it's here to stay. Yeah. Yeah, kids. 8 plus 6 is... too slow! 11 minus 5. Too slow, Nicole! Let's divide. Ain't no use in praying, that's the way it's staying, baby. Oh yeah, Johnny ain't so crazy, he's always got a line for the ladies. Hey, yeah. Get your maths on, children. Let's work it out. In fact, show the working out. The answer could be wrong, but if you've done the workings out, you still might get some points. I don't know how that works. Get your maths on, get your compass out, baby. Don't stick it in your hand, draw a circle instead. What is the circumference divided by the radius? If you multiply, that is the area. Woo! Isosceles. Equilateral. Triangle. And other shapes. Get your maths out, children. Draw a rectangle, work out the area. What you do is multiply the length by the width. That's the area. We do it in centimetres. Yeah, that is right.
Wow, you are something else.
And so I'm taking this to schools next week, and I really think that Iain Lee's rock and roll maths... could be a lot of fun. Of course, we'll do a little fun thing where if Amir's got 20 strawberries and Iain has 5 strawberries, how many strawberries does the camp have? That's a joke. None. Get them on side. Then we'll sing. That. And I think, I really think that that's going to be the way forward, and that is going to help kids with maths, don't you think? Do you not think?
1,222,222.
That I should see a week die. And I'm not seeing anyone die.
Oh, no, please, no more.
Yeah.
What? Oh, no, come on.
This
song is now problematic.
Okay.
It's about to get more problematic.
This is for preschoolers.
No, please, come on.
Come on, you know this one. Everybody do a little fun maths. Harley came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked her way across the USA. It took her 2 days to get that far. How quick was she going in her car? I said, hey, kids, we're doing some maths now. I said, hey, honey, we're just doing some maths now. Do you know the answer?
No, of course I don't.
Okay. The kids will know the answer.
Good.
Candy came from out on the island. In the back room, she was everybody's darling. If she was giving head 5 an hour, then how many would she do in a day? Hey, kids, do you know the answer? It's an 8-hour day. I said, hey, kids, How much did Holly do in an 8-hour day? Do the maths. Do the maths. Do the maths. Do the maths. It's fun to do the maths. Everybody do the maths now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I might pass my GCSEs if it was this one.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Everybody had to pay and pay. $25 for him to do what he had to do with all the men. He did 5 men. How much did he make? He did 5 men. How much did he make? It's 5 multiplied by 25. Do your math. Do your math. Do your math. Sugar Plum Fairy came and hit the streets, looking for soul food and a place to eat. Went to the Apollo. You should have seen him go, go, go. That's not a maths question. That's why they're doing the working out. You gotta have a break from the maths when you're working it out. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Jackie is just speeding away. Does 75 miles every single day. Travels for 2, goes back 1, goes forward half a day and has fun. So how many miles did Jackie do? I said, hey, honey, how far did Jackie go in a little blue car? Now do the maths, the maths, the maths, do the maths, the maths, the maths, do the maths, the maths, the maths, do the maths, the maths, the maths. Goes on like that. So that's how I'm going to make maths fun. By just kids love pop music, so I'm going to get the most relevant pop hits of the day, and I'm going to change the lyrics to maths. And I really think that this is the way forward.
I think you've got something there, but maybe I don't know. Take the sort of sex work related lyrics out.
Keep the coloured girls in there.
Oh.
Okay. Awkward.
No rules nocturnal nattering for nightbirds, nurses, and Nosferatu.
Ah, right, cool.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let's go to James. Good evening, James.
Right. Can we do Walk on the Wild Side again? Because my kid was nearly interested in math.
Oh!
But if I do the backing vocals, I promise that every kid in the UK will be interested.
Why? You got one of those high-pitched voices that only children can hear.
Listen, let's have it. Let's have a go.
No, I have done my performance. I'm not.
All right, just the first verse.
You do your bit.
Right, my bit is 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 is 4.
Well, it's not, though. Hang on, you're doing it wrong. You've done 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 4. It's not, that's 8.
Oh, no. Right, there you go. 2 plus 2.
I can't have you on my songwriting team. You don't know basic maths. That's actually quite advanced maths. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8. Is 8. No, so you go 2.
Is 8.
You go 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8 divided by 2 is 4.
Actually, no, I was right the first time because 2 plus 2 is 4.
What?
2 plus 2 is 4.
No, that's not what you said.
No, because that works better with the rhythm, doesn't it? 2 plus 2
now this guy's not only lecturing me on maths, he's lecturing me on songwriting and rhythm. Doesn't he know who I am?
Artistic differences already, man.
This band is split. What's your name, sir, so that we can see if the name works?
James.
James and Lee. Ian and James. No, you're out. You're out. I don't want to work with you. I'm a solo. We're splitting up.
Oh, surname's Ball. So, Lee and Ball.
Bally. If only my last name was Ake, then we'd be somewhere. But no, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I am leaving your shoddy maths rock
Okay, right. Now,
yes, James.
James
Borlake.
You run a sort of highbrow.
Very.
Yeah.
We don't like people that watch The Kingsman listening to this show. It's a very highbrow show.
Yes, indeed.
Kath's trying to create a GIF.
I'm not.
By the way, if you go on...
why?
Well, if you go on Twitter now and type in Iain Lee or Talk Radio or Catherine Boyle, some GIFs of us come up. It's incredible. We're I was going to say we're memes, but we're not. But we kind of are. So that's a lot of fun, guys. Go and do that. Anyway, James, get to the point, man.
The point is, mate, that right. I'm appealing to your listeners here.
That's what you think.
That's what you think.
Oh, he turned it back on me.
Burn.
Held a mirror up to me, and my Medusa-like stare turned me into stone. Did Medusa turn people into stone?
Rager. Oh, dear.
What?
Listen.
Get to the point, maths boy.
I'm listening. Listen now. Right. I like a drink downstairs while people are asleep upstairs.
You don't say.
So the only toilet, the only toilet in the place.
I know the answer to this question, but go on. Yeah.
So I've been
in the kitchen sink.
Oh, you dirty devil!
No.
Oh, that's what I used to do.
In a like a like a juicer kind of.
A juicer? Well, like the blender?
Thing. Yeah.
The blender?
That has millimetre measurements on it.
So something that's used in the kitchen?
Yeah. But
for preparing food?
Every single time I have a wee in the blender, it is exactly 450 millimetres. No, millilitres, I should say. Exactly. Not a millilitre more, a millilitre less.
Wow. Why don't you wake your wife up and tell her about this?
No.
I'm sure she'd be thrilled to know what you're doing downstairs.
Yeah, my imaginary wife, yeah.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, you're single? Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, cheers, Kath.
You're weeing in the kitchen implements, for God's sake.
You're using the utensils for a purpose they were not meant to be used for.
How come every single time...
I bet you don't even wash it out properly. You just pour it out and then give it a little zhuzh. Little swirl and then that'll do.
Why would I?
Sniff.
I'm going to piss in it again in the next... You know...
You're repulsive and yet strangely attractive.
I'm not saying like 5 mil less, 5 mil more. Yep. It's exactly 450 every single time.
I see. This is science
every single time. It's exactly like it's not. And I've got a photo.
Would you mind? Could you do me a favour, James? Could you tweet me a picture of your piss in your measuring jug, please?
I can email one, because I don't have a Twitter, but I can do it.
That's great, mate. Thanks very much indeed. My email is catherine.boyle at talkradio.co.uk. You dirty boy! I was nearly in a band with that guy.
Were you? You know him?
Do you not remember what happened 7 minutes ago?
Oh.
Flipping heck, man. It's like presenting the show with a goldfish.
The wee got in the way.
Well, exactly. That's why the we of us have to split up now, and it's just the us of you. Jerry.
Oh. Don't read English. Just me, Matt.
Yeah.
A degree is not what you need from me.
Uh-oh.
Jerry Math, multiply.
Yeah.
Take it to the top end. That many people die in a day. In a week.
Rock maths.
How many die? You give natural causes.
Rock death
hey,
maths.
Mama. Party time.
Party time, Mama.
Do your maths and then bother about multiplication all the time.
Yeah!
Gotta be addition and subtraction. Highway to 3 days.
Incorrect, Jerry. You're singing the wrong song. You're singing Highway to Spell. That's a spelling song. It's a spelling song, not a math song.
And it's called The Right Way to Spell.
I could probably work out a good version of that.
You have an English pack.
Hang on.
Gonna spell it and get it right. Two words. Consonants, vowels.
Right, you just consonants, vowels. Good night, Jerry. Thank you for calling. Outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
Oh, God, here we go.
Hang on, I think I got right. I might need a little bit of. Here we go. Right. Okay. All right. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good song. Right. We're going to play Highway to Spell. Okay. And so you got to spell the words. Okay.
We know the right way to spell. Go on, do it again.
All right, you're actually right. I bottled that, and I shouldn't have bottled that. I should have stuck with it. And we're going to stick with it now. Hang on a minute. It's in a really bad key. Okay, here we go. All right, we're going to do it. Are you listening, children? It's the rock and roll spelling bee. Can you spell weird? Accommodate, handkerchief, and masturbate. Can you spell indite and cemetery? Can you spell conscience and rhythm too? Playwright, it's not what you think. It's harder, get your pen and ink. Can you spell embarrass? Millennium, Pharaoh and liaison, yeah. These are hard words to spell. Hard words to spell. These are hard words to spell. Hard words to spell. Pharaoh, liaison, convalescence and supersede, ecstasy, Caribbean, harass and maintenance. I can't do it. We can do the chorus though. Pronunciation, Arctic, occurred and then recommend. Wow! These are hard words to spell. Hard words to spell. I've got a terrible headache.
I think we're onto something, though.
I feel a bit nauseous. Paul McCartney's live on YouTube in an hour. I've got a terrible headache now. It's a text. Iain, who's your co-host? She sounds an absolute delight. Semicolon dash close bracket.
Oh.
She's not. She's a pain in the ass. She's a pain in the ass.
Why, thank you.
Got 2 minutes until the break. I don't want to start anything new. Because you can't even get your
Well, I
momentum
think we do
up.
the spelling test then.
Huh?
Can everyone write down
Those words? Oh,
numbers?
no, they should have written those words down, and they should be tweeting them in now.
Yeah, I want to see those words.
Almost hardly any tweets, which makes me think people switched off.
I think they're slow writers.
I think they're idiots.
Oh.
I think these listeners are idiots. Hard words to spell. That's actually quite good. That's quite funny. Okay, I'm not going to do anything up until the news because it's just a waste of my time, and also I just think, dear listener, you won't get the full effects. So I'm not going to launch into a tirade or a rant. We're just going to sit quietly.
I'm going to do my receipts. Man.
Do your receipts. We're going to sit quietly for a little bit, wait for the news. And then when we come back, it's the last hour of the show. We'll take calls straight to air for the last hour of the show. It's going to be rock and roll fantasy. We're going to have fun. We're going to get high.
No, we're not.
We're not going to get high. But we're going to think. So this is just quiet for a minute. Everyone calm down. I think we got a little bit carried away there. Very carried away. Erin says, brilliant. I didn't know spelling could be so intense and aggressive.
If you're doing it right.
Although she's written, didn't know, so
Oh.
I've got to knock you down 5 marks, Erin.
How's she spelling aggressive? 1 S.
She's got that right. You go to the break whenever you're ready, Holly. We're all good. We're good. We're groovy.
GROOVY.
Some people spell it with an E.
Whispering lunar incantations for cross-parents, cross-dressers.
Yeah, did you know this about me?
And cross-rail workers.
Steel and polycarbonate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got a very poor internet connection.
On Talk Radio.
Here we go, banana bunch. Oh, you can have one in the morning or have one in the night. Share some with your best friend. That'll make you feel alright. Bananas are so healthy. Bananas are so fine. B is for banana. Costa Rica to Savannah. Ecuador to Montana. From Latin America to your hometown. Sweet to your taste, a smile on your face. It's a great way to start your vibe a day. B is for banana. I'm loaded with all the good stuff, like fiber and vitamin C. A big yellow bunch of potassium, and I give you lots of energy. Bananas are delicious. Bananas are so easy to eat. B is for banana. Costa Rica to Savannah. Ecuador to Montana. From Latin America to your hometown. Sweet to your taste, a smile on your face. It's a great way to start your vibe a day. B is for banana. Here we go, guys. I'm the perfect snack for your backpack. Banana, go banana. Just peel the peel away. Banana peel every day. Makes you feel good when you work or you play. I'm your favorite, make no mistake. B is for banana. Costa Rica to Savannah. Ecuador to Montana. From Latin America to your hometown. Sweet to your taste, a smile on your face. It's a great way to start your vibe a day. B is for banana.
Honestly, this new album from Paul McCartney, Egypt Station, it's full of joy, it's surprising, and that is, B is for banana from the brand new Paul McCartney album. You nipped out.
Yeah.
You missed the newsreader being, I think he was scared by a ghost. Have we got that? How are you working on? Have you got that? Can you play it? Let's see. Listen to this. This is the newsreader. Go.
The war in Syria could reach new levels of horrors. That's what the United Nations envoy to the country is warning. Staffan de Mistura was speaking as the country's regime moves in on the final remaining rebel region.
I mean, it's...
Shall I let you into a secret as well, dear listener? That was pre-recorded. So that guy's not in the building anymore. He's gone home. And is he still out there? Is he out there? But that was a pre-record. It wasn't live news. He'd recorded that. So he had the ability to cut that out, edit it out, start again from scratch. And he went, nah, it's the Iain Lee show. That's good enough for them. That's good enough for those idiots that listen. He thinks that you don't deserve unfettered news. That news was fettered. Am I using fettered in the right context?
No, but it sounds good.
Okay. Last hour of the show, dear listener, before Martin Kellner. Martin does tonight at 1 o'clock and tomorrow night at 1 o'clock, and then it's Paul Ross again. You can listen to this show on... we haven't done a new rabbit hole yet, have we?
No.
No? OK, wow.
Well, I only got it today, so I thought I'd hold off till next week.
Well, I've had it for all week, and you could have asked for it at any point, but that is fine.
Oh, my fault, is it? My fault that you had it in your bag.
You produce it, so
well, yes. I can't produce it from thin air, my friend.
I don't know that we've run out of older episodes if you don't tell me, my friend.
Well, you should be keeping a monitoring eye on things.
You're the producer, I keep a presenting eye, and I'm also the live engineer. So I was keeping an engineering eye on while you're enjoying the gaze of the men. And let's be honest, some of the women in at the shows, I'm busy working. I'm doing 2 jobs. I'm doing the presenting job, and I'm doing the live engineer recording job. So, no. Is what I'm saying to you, no. I'm saying no. You're bad. Hey, I tell you what made me feel grown up today. I've bought a carving knife, a bread knife, a cheese grater, and a 2019 diary.
You're a big boy now.
I got a job in May.
Have you?
Yeah, I got a job in May.
Have you?
May the 4th, I'm doing something. Can't remember what it is because I'm not written it down, but I'm doing something.
Well, that's all good news.
Yeah.
Bread-wise, money-wise.
Cheese-wise.
Cheese-wise.
Cheese-wise. It does start your 5 a day. I'm just seeing if I can do... It's for banana, yeah. Banana. We're going to take calls straight to air for can you pay someone to tidy up your desktop, your computer desktop? Let me just...
Well, not if you spent all that money on a bread knife.
OK, hang on a second. Let's...
Back in.
No, that's not the right clip. So, delete, remove... You wait. Edit, extend, move...
The war in Syria... Staffan de Mistura was speaking as the country's regime moves in on the final remaining rebel Staffan de Mistura was speaking as the country's regime moves in on the final...
Isn't that weird? And I'm going to say it, lazy. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. It's the late night alternative. We're taking calls straight to air for the last 50 minutes of the show. My name is Iain Lee. You are?
Catherine Boyle.
Correct. 5 points. Deal with it, guys. Call straight to air means we don't call you back. There is, you can come on, you can do whatever you want. Don't accept withheld numbers because there's a pervert on the line calling in from a withheld number, and I don't want his boner to explode. So we're not taking withheld numbers. But I won't say your name if you don't want to. You come on, you can say whatever you want. Don't swear. Don't be libelous. I've got a dump button, and when I press the dump button, it's always fun to do. I'm going to count to 10, and when I get to 8, I'm going to press the dump button, and you'll hear what happens, right? 1, 2, 9, 10.
Wasn't that exciting?
Yeah, man. And I'm going to do it again. When I get to 8, I'm going to press the dump button. 1, 9, 10.
Wasn't that exciting?
You see, guys? You see? Okay. Yes, Lamon, you're on the wireless.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, Gavin. How are you?
Oh, tremendous, man. Yeah, I'm in a really good place, man.
Excellent. Just
thought I'd like to catch up with you and say how things are going.
Things good. I'm glad things are going well. Did we not agree?
I think we did.
Then
I think we did. Yeah.
Maybe we should stick to that, man, because it doesn't end well for either of us.
No, that's perfectly all right, because I got your kind message, and I thought, yeah, let's end on, I think you called it a metaphysical handshake.
There we go, a metaphorical handshake, but metaphysical one.
Yeah, metaphysical would be something completely different.
But I wish you peace and luck, Gavin.
All right, my friend.
Tutty bye. Let's go to line 2. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Firstly, it's the man that called last night just before the end of the show. But I did just call on withheld, and you saying that he's a pervert and withheld, and you weren't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, last night.
No,
I was the last caller.
What did you say?
Do you remember that?
Oh, you're 4 days in a row.
But when I just phoned up just on without to hold my number,
okay. Well, I'll tell you why. Because we've had a little bit of trouble from people. Apologies, then. We've had a little bit of trouble with people being very rude to some of the female members of the team here. So apologies, mystery caller. Apologies for that.
I'm not a pervert.
Are you sure?
No, that's all right. I'm definitely not.
We all are a little bit, aren't we?
Okay, mate.
There's good perverts and bad perverts, though. I'd say I'm a good one.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. In that kind of point,
all right, listen.
yeah.
So when we spoke yesterday, you hadn't been to sleep for 4 days. Have you been to sleep yet?
About 4 hours.
Okay. Well, how's it going? How's it? Well, okay. How's it going? I don't know if I believe that you've been up for 5 days thing, because the most I'd ever been up for was 3 days. And at the end of day 2, I couldn't even speak. And at the end of 3 days, I was absolutely insane. I was going to say I was sat in a corner with a knife. I don't think I ever was doing that, but I was insane. I was convinced that there were cats all over my house, and that the people downstairs were trying to break in, and that I was being filmed across the street. You sound very with it.
Oh, I thought there was a feature a few times.
You've done what?
The odd things, but I said I thought a few things flitching.
Okay. But, what can we do for you this evening? It's not a great line, and there's a phrase that I bet you've said a few times.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Is that better?
No, that's better. We got it.
Yeah. Well, today I've put my head down and I've made a few phone calls. I've got some calls back next week.
Mate, I can't. Mate, we can't hear you. Go. The phone's breaking up. Can you? I want to say go and stand near a window, but I don't think that actually does anything. I think that's a myth. Can you go and stand somewhere else?
No, I'm gonna go outside.
There.
Ooh. Don't move. Stop. There. Say something.
There.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
That's better.
That's better. Okay. Go on. So what's happening? What's happening?
Yeah, so I've contacted a local one, and they're going to get back to me within 7 days to register.
Local what?
A group that's going to help me.
Okay, may I ask what group it is? It's not NA, is it?
No.
Okay, you're going a different route. Okay.
No. It is called the.
Okay, we don't have to say the name because it might give away where you are, and we don't.
It's just called Recovery for You.
Okay, brilliant. Well, in the meantime, while you're waiting for the 7 days for them to get back, you could always go to a meeting.
Yeah. Well, I phoned Samaritans today. I had a chat with them as well.
Okay. And in the meantime, as well as speaking to Samaritans, you could always go to a meeting. I'm sensing I'm not judging you at all. I would never judge anyone in your position, right? Because I've been there. But I am sensing a reluctance for you to try a 12-step group, and I just wondered why.
You know the problem.
Go on.
I'm very, personal.
Yeah.
And I don't like discussing things in front of strangers that I don't even know.
Yeah. You don't have to discuss any. You don't have to say anything in there if you don't want. You can sit at the back. Yeah. Sit at the back. You don't say anything. You can go in there 5 minutes after it started and leave 5 minutes before it finishes. Don't have to say anything.
Yeah. No, it's strange. You're right.
It's not strange. It's more common, I think, for people to feel uncomfortable sharing things, especially intimate things, in front of people than it is for them to feel comfortable to do.
If I found it that easy, though, I would have got out before it.
Yeah. I just think when your marriage is at stake and when your life is at stake and when
my marriage is finished.
Oh, your marriage is finished. You're right. I was thinking of the other guy.
This was because.
But you're in a relationship. If your relationship is at stake and your home is at stake, and I don't know if you work, but your job is at stake. More importantly, your life is at stake. I would have thought sitting in a room.
I understand that.
I would have thought sitting in a church hall or a school hall or in a room around the back of wherever it is for an hour. I would have thought that was a small price to pay to possibly save all those things.
As I say, today was the first day where I've done a few things, researched it, found that out, and
all right.
Step one in it.
Well,
you know what? The only reason why I phoned in.
Yeah, go on.
Was to call the phone off, and he was sat in the car outside.
Yeah.
And that's when I thought, it's not just me. Not that I'm sat in the car outside.
No,
you know what I mean?
there's a lot of people. Unfortunately, there's a lot of souls. Right, this is 12:15 on a Friday night. You better believe it. There's a load of souls that got their gear in at 8 o'clock thinking, this is it. This is going to be the weekend. And about 12:15 is when they start going, this is shit. And the thing is, I'm locked in now until...
After the first one or two.
Yeah, I'm locked in now until Saturday afternoon, and then I'm probably going to try and get some more Saturday night. I'm locked in until Sunday night, Monday morning now. Imagine that.
You just
locked
get
in.
When's your stuff?
Locked in for another 60 hours. In that madness.
Yeah.
I used to be like that.
Yeah.
I used to be locked in. And now I'm locked out.
Yeah.
And I like being locked out. I don't want that madness. That moment at 12:15, 17 minutes past 12 on a Friday night, you go, oh, God, I've been looking forward to this all week, and I'm going to be doing this till Monday morning. Jesus. You don't have to do that, man.
And when I used to have it occasionally, like, socially, I'd never, have it all hours. It'd be, it's one of them.
Yeah, well.
I just, Well, I just know. I know. If I don't want to be dead, I've got to sort it out. When I don't want to be, and it's a hard thing once you get older. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's not. It's hard. Of course, it's hard. It's tough, man. And I get it. I get it. I get it because I was there. All I can do, and here's the thing, and I was saying to Alistair yesterday, right? All I can do is share how I put down cocaine and ecstasy and weed and booze. That's all I can share. And the way I did it was in the rooms, going to 12-step meetings and talking in front of strangers and getting comfortable saying the word God when I didn't want to say it. That's all I can share. There are other ways of doing it. I didn't go to rehab. I was offered rehab. And then they told me how much it would be. They would tell me how much the rehab would be. And I thought, imagine all the coke I can buy with that. Do I get what?
Did you get much, after, first day, it was getting you,
Did I get angry?
Yeah.
When I was coming down from coke? Yeah, I was like, oh, God, yeah. Oh, the next day was generally all right. Day 2 and 3, I remember having a huge row with my sister because she was getting married and she was going to get married in New Zealand. And I had a huge row with her in a payphone, I seem to remember, saying, I'm not coming to New Zealand for your wedding, and I'm not bringing Mum because it's too far for her to travel. And that's because I stopped taking coke 2 days before, and I've explained this to her. I
look back on all the excuses that I've made to not do this and not meet him and not do that because you've had feeling like shit and you just can't leave the house. And it's horrible.
Dude, I get your reluctance, but you just go to a meeting tomorrow. What have you got to lose?
No, I'm going to look. Will it be on a Sunday?
There'll be meetings on Saturday. There's meetings every day.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, man. Listen, I'm starting to feel that I'm talking to the cocaine a little bit instead of the man. I don't want to talk to the man.
No, you got me thinking, and the dog's trying to get out in the back garden.
Go and let the dog out.
Trying to keep your phone because of the signal.
Go and let the dog out. Go and breathe some fresh air. Go and clear your nostrils out. All right? We'll speak again soon. Have a good weekend, man.
All right, bless you. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. We were talking to the drug a little bit more than the man, I think. But wish you luck, brother. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, it's Simon here.
Hello, Simon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Kath.
Hi,
as well.
Don't you talk to my woman.
I'm not your woman.
Leave my woman out of this. You won't even look at my woman. You don't say a word to my woman. I'll break your fingers and I'm going to stick them up your nose.
Fortunately, I'm not his woman, Simon, so you may speak to me as much as you like.
Fortunately for me, she's not my woman.
God.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Exactly. Awkward, isn't it?
Simon's wandered into something he wants to wander out of. Yes, go on. Hey, speaking of which, so my boy loves Scooby-Doo, right? And I went round today and they're watching different Scooby-Doo episodes on Amazon Prime, right? Do you know what's happening in it?
Yeah.
Shaggy's going out with Velma.
Shut up!
Shaggy is going out with Velma, and there's a bit where Shaggy and Velma are kissing, and Scooby's jealous. Scooby won't talk to Velma because he's jealous that he's lost his mate. It is the weirdest thing. Shaggy...
A cross-species love triangle.
It's messed up. Wowzers. Anyway, Simon, yes?
Out of the news, you played a song about a banana.
It was B is for Banana, yes, by Paul McCartney from the new album Egypt Station.
Well, I've got a cracking song on. It's on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's called Banana Phone by Raffi.
By who?
Really brilliant.
Banana Phone. Oh, I love a song about a banana. Banana Phone by Raffi. Okay. Okay, this is Raffi's song, Banana Phone, as recommended by...
Do you, Princess...
There's an advert. They're not paying to advertise here. All right, Raffi looks like a fun guy. Here we go.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone. I've got this feeling so appealing for us to get together and sing, sing. Ring, 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 banana phone.
This is either the best song I've ever heard, or, you guessed it, the worst. I just can't
Banana
tell.
phone. It grows in bunches.
Okay.
I've got my hunches. It's the best, beats the rest. Cellular, modular, interactive, modular. Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
No, that's awful. But thanks for the call, Simon. It's appreciated. Let's go to line... Or miss the ads. We'll do it after this call. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello there, Ian. You all right?
Yeah, yes.
Good, sir. The guy that hadn't slept for 4 days has reminded me to call you up to thank you for letting me know about, or letting us know about day 5.
Oh! Yes, you enjoying it?
I've watched them all. So you had the guy on.
Yep.
And then I watched it on Pick TV, as was prompted by the guy.
Yes.
Hooked by the first episode.
Yeah.
Searched online, and actually all the episodes are on roosterteeth.com, which is like the company.
They're all on Rooster Teeth. And very excitingly, I had an email last week from Josh, one of the producers and creators of Day 5. He's going to be in the UK next week. He's coming into this studio. Me and Kath, we're going to take him out for dinner.
Yes.
And he's going to come in the studio either next week or a little bit later in the month. But he's in London, and I've got his phone number, and he's not escaping, and he's going to be my friend. And I am going to... Here's what I'm going to do, caller. I'm going to get a cameo part in season 3 of Day 5. Now, Josh doesn't know this yet, but that is my plan, is to get a little... would you like some tea with that, sir? In Day 5. That's my plan.
So is season 3 definitely happening then, is it?
Oh, it's happening. Yeah. It's happening. And I'm definitely going to be in it. That is my guarantee to you. It's a good old show. I love it. Love it.
Brilliant. And because obviously, the actors, massively famous actors, but they're all really good at
Simon, we're losing you a little bit. The signal's breaking up, but you're right. They're all great actors. It's all done on a low budget. It's on Pick TV or Rooster TV if you want to go online and find it. Such a good show. Thank you for that call. We're going to take one more, then we'll do the ads. Calm down. Line 5, you're on the wireless. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air?
Oh, my goodness.
You're like on the radio and stuff?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's all right. What would you like to say?
Can I say hello to Stacey if she's listening?
No,
My friend Stacey.
we don't do shout-outs.
Oh, okay. Can I have some advice then?
Of course you can. We do advice.
Okay. Divorce advice?
The what advice? Rice advice? Huh?
No, divorce advice.
Oh, yeah, the best kind of advice. Yes, ma'am. What do you want?
Okay.
Do it. Divorce him. Divorce the scumbag. Sorry, that's insensitive. I take that back.
No. It's probably quite apt.
Uh-oh.
My ex is... We're going through a divorce.
Yeah.
It's just changed solicitor because I don't know why.
Oh.
But he has just changed his solicitor.
Okay.
We're at the nice eye, but he hasn't... He's divorcing me because he doesn't want to be married to me anymore.
Okay.
And we're doing the finances at the moment.
We've spoken before about this, haven't we?
Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah, but we spoke about this... Yeah, we spoke about this ages ago. I mean, like months,
Yeah,
and you were in the same position, weren't you?
Yeah, he's still we're doing the finances at the moment, and he's sort of like blaming me, saying that my solicitor isn't quick enough, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, man.
But I've just learnt that he is... we're going through it. He's changed his solicitor, and that's that. So I've got to wait to hear for that. But the thing is, Ian, he goes away. He works in the States a lot, and he comes back sort of like once a month and has the kids. And I found out that he's back here. He had the kids last weekend, which is okay. I mean, I don't like it, but he has my two daughters.
And his two daughters as well.
Yes.
Yeah, they're his two daughters as well.
Yeah, but I don't think he deserves them because they're fantastic kids. But he doesn't. You know what I mean?
But they are both of your daughters.
Yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the parenting side of things.
No.
He does all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
He takes them out nice places, does all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't do all the sort of like the mum stuff.
No.
It's probably wrong for me to say that.
No, I get it.
But and this weekend I find out that he's here. The last weekend he was here. This weekend he's here, but he's not having the kids. And I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute, why aren't you having the kids? Right. And we have a dog. We've got a little dog. He's a border terrier.
Yes.
Bless him. And he's 12 years old.
Yes.
And he's not very well at the moment. He's kind of like hallucinating. And
hang on. How do you know the dog is hallucinating? What's he saying? How can you tell a dog is hallucinating? Is he like jumping on invisible bones and things?
Invisible flies. So he's sort of like snapping and barking at flies. And it's okay during the day.
Yeah.
But at night time, it's not so good because when the house is stone quiet, you've got to keep the house quiet for the kids to go to sleep.
Right.
And he's been to the vets, and it's kind of like, the vet said to me, it's like quality of life. And I said to my ex, I said, John, the dog is not well, but he just doesn't listen to me, and he doesn't want anything to do with it. So the choice is like a blood test or an MRI scan, and he won't pay for an MRI scan for the dog, which is probably fair enough.
Tell me that you've got pet insurance.
No, we don't. We only have pet insurance, bare minimum, because.
This is one of the things you can't scrimp on. And I know money's tight and stuff, but honestly, you just can't scrimp on pet insurance because it's inevitable that all the other insurances I don't get, but pet insurance, it's inevitable something is going to go wrong with the pet, and it's so expensive, man. But you know that, so okay, right, yeah.
Oh, I know that, but so I've given his parents a bit of a hard time about it. So your son needs to. I mean, he's loaded. This guy is absolutely loaded. He's got loads of money. But he just doesn't, whatever. Okay. But
so
I don't know.
So what? I'm confused. What do you want advice on?
I think the advice on is, I suppose, as the mad wife, the mad mother, should he be seeing his kids this weekend if he's back here in the UK?
Well, hang on a second. You said you didn't want him to see the kids.
No, I know. I don't like him, but he needs to he can't pick and choose. Like he's bought himself a flat, and he doesn't take the dog away. He doesn't take the dog when he takes the kids. So I'm left with the dog. I'll look after the dog while he has the kids. So it means that he's taken the kids away to Spain. Yeah. The dog wasn't very well. So instead of putting the dog into kennels, which I probably could have done, I stayed at home with the dog and looked after him because I felt that. Yeah.
I don't think you can put a sick dog into kennels. I don't think they allow it, do they?
So, yeah, he's not sick, but I think he's hallucinating. So he snaps at flies. So some nights he'll sleep through the night, other nights he doesn't.
Yes.
So it's just kind of a bit of. It's not he's sick.
It's really interesting. You're talking more about your dog than your kids. I don't know if I should read anything into that or not. But
no. Okay.
Should he be seeing his kids? Should he be seeing his kids? I mean, what do you have? Do you have an agreement that he sees them once a month, or is it? What is the agreement that you have between each other?
There's no agreement. there's no agreement, but he just says, "Oh, are the kids available on this weekend?" And it's once a month.
Right.
I mean, for God's sake, once a month.
Right.
I think that's not right.
Okay, here's the thing. Should he be seeing the kids this weekend? Yeah, of course he should. But he has made the decision not to, and that's his decision. Personally, I think that's a wrong decision, but I don't know what he's doing this weekend. Maybe he's got an important thing this weekend. Maybe I don't know.
And he's probably having
sex with her.
I
bet he is. He's doing it with her in his flat, talking about Spain.
Shut up.
Here's the thing, man. Kath will be my temper on. Will temper what I say on this, because if I go too far one way or the other, if I'm wildly off track, Catherine, I look forward to hearing your opinion.
Just say hello to Stacey, because she's
no, forget Stacey.
No. Say hi to
Hi, Stacey. Right.
She's more moderator.
Okay.
She's being a moderator.
Here's the thing. You said. You said.
She listens to you.
All right, shut up. You said that they're your kids, right? You said they are my kids.
Yeah.
They're not. They're both of your kids, whether you like it or not. They are.
But he does jack all for his kids.
Whether you like it or not, they're both of your kids. They're your kids, and they are his kids. Whether you like it or not, they are. They're genetically his, right?
Yeah, but he doesn't deserve them.
That's a different. That's a different thing. But they are his kids.
Yeah.
And
would you see your kids once a month? That's my question.
We haven't got it into play yet. No, I would see my kids more, but I'm seeing them not this weekend but the weekend after, and then suddenly an opportunity came up to have them this weekend, and I said, actually, I can't do it now. I've arranged something. So, but I'm not him, and he may be making choices as a dad that I strongly disagree with. I don't know his situation, but that's irrelevant. They're his kids.
In top tip, kids come first. That's all. In my life, kids come first.
Okay. Okay. Right.
And if I was to give you advice, kids come first.
So hang on. Now you're telling me off because I'm not seeing my kids this weekend.
No. But this is just sort of like.
Wow.
But female.
That's incredible. What gives you the right to? No, hang on. What gives you the right to tell me off?
From a mum point of view, I always think that kids come first.
What makes you think that? What makes you think that my kids don't come first to me?
Well, why aren't you seeing them this? I would probably.
Wow.
I don't know what your weekend looks like.
No, you don't, and that's it. You haven't got a clue.
No. Is it okay? Is it kind of like for yourself? Is it something for yourself that you're doing?
Literally none of your business.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is it something for yourself?
And I'm saying it's literally none of your business.
Okay, that's probably absolutely right. But
do you know what? No. I'm not, because I'm treading. You've said some really. Okay, let me just breathe it in a second. You've said some things that I find quite outrageous, right? And I've trod very, very delicately around what you've said, but then suddenly you're wading in, and you're judging me on how much or how little I do for my kids. I don't give you permission to do that. Don't take your anger out on this guy on me. In fact, how dare you criticise or bring into question how important my kids are to me, and whether you question whether my kids come first.
No, I wasn't saying that. No, I wasn't saying that, Ian. I promise you.
What were you saying?
In my eyes, my kids come first.
Right. And in my eyes, my kids come first. But your implication was that they weren't coming first because I'm doing something this weekend.
Okay, so take you out the scenario.
No.
My ex.
No, I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
Don't care about your ex.
I
Don't
take
care.
that on board.
Don't care about you. Don't care. I think you've crossed the line. Actually, I think you've crossed the line, I'm personally very, very
Well,
offended.
ask Kath.
No.
See what she says.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, come on.
No.
I bet she's throwing stuff at you because
she's
kids
not.
must come first.
Okay, you're doing it again. I'm really personally very, very offended, and I'm reining in because I'm a nice guy. I'm furious right now with you. Furious.
No, you're not.
No.
No.
I am, and Kath can feel the vibe in the. Right, I am.
No.
I'm furious at you. You have said something personally very, very offensive to me, and I am biting my tongue and being a decent gentleman, right, because of what you're going through. But I want to tell you to F right off. You've said stuff and made assumptions that you have absolutely no right to do. So, I'm going to thank you very much for the call, Sarah. Don't call again.
Okay.
03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Stimulating nightly emissions guaranteed to open your eyes and your mind.
Oh, my word. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
And breathe.
Now, Kath, as I said, I would like to get your opinion. What just happened there? What do you think just happened there? Did I overreact?
I think we just heard a very angry woman.
Did I overreact? Did
No,
I hear her
because
right?
without going into your situation, because it's nobody else's business.
No.
The assumption that, when you are not with your children, it's all flipping party poppers and beautiful girls is ridiculous. But I also see that it must be really hard doing it all by yourself.
Of course it is. But
the thing is, it felt a bit like she kind of wanted to keep the kids to herself. Anyway, what do we know? We got one side of the story there.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was fair bringing you into it.
Admittedly, I'm having a cocaine sex party at the weekend. That's why I can't see the kids. But she didn't know that. I might be having a friend over to stay that I've not seen for years, for all she knows. But no, I'm having a cocaine sex party. Catherine, you've not replied to your invite. You coming? Okay. Holly's going to be there. So terrible.
Now, that is me too.
Actually, libelous thing to say.
Yeah,
And that's libelous. If I were you, I'd sue Talk Radio. You get about 25 grand for that. Let's go to line 1.
Hello, Iain, it's Carol again.
Hello, Carol again.
You cut me off. We got sidetracked, and I've really enjoyed your show. Anyway,
yes,
I am.
Will you come to my cocaine sex party tomorrow? Hello? Hello?
Awkward.
California.
Sorry? Hello? Carol, we can't hear you. I think she's considering it. That's... Hello?
Of course I have.
Sorry?
I might be doing something else, but normally...
You'd be there.
When is your sex party? But bear in mind, I'm 61 next month.
Beautiful.
So things aren't as lubricated.
Oh, my God. You're 8 years off his favourite age.
I've got some Vaseline.
Oh, my God.
I got some goose fat.
Wow.
Have you?
Yeah, hell yeah.
She's not swimming the channel. Although...
Yeah, I've lost the track now because I can hear myself talking a while ago.
Thanks for calling, Carol.
Yeah, we can hear you talking and all. Flipping heck. Goose fat.
Whatever it takes. I'm a master locksmith. I'll unpick that lock.
Oh, right, okay.
And I'll get in.
All right, that'll do. Let's move on. What an image.
She was up for it.
She was contemplating the mechanics.
Yeah, well, that's good. She's all right then. She's like, yeah, I'm in. But how do we make this work?
Well, at least she was honest up front, literally.
We should be honest. No.
Yes.
Okay. We got the papers. Did you bring the papers in?
No.
Flipping it.
There's some papers there.
I need them now.
Do you?
I need the. Well, no. Hang on, I might have it. Here we go. What's this? The Daily Mail. Britain's greatest newspaper.
I got something. you hear about the woman who reckons her mum was reincarnated as a robin?
I really hate it when you interrupt my monologues and soliloquies.
All right, do one then.
Let's see about your robin, mum. Go on. All right, fine. Plenty of us like bringing... Do your robin, mum. Pull your skirt over your knee. Over your knee. You want some goose fat on that. Hang on a minute. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
It's Carol again.
Hello, Carol. Can you hear us properly now? Yes.
Yeah, well, what happened was a stupid, unsmart phone told me that I had only 25% of battery left, which I didn't want.
That's quite a lot of battery.
But
good story.
I wouldn't mind coming to your... you'd be doing me a favour, actually.
At the sex party?
I went to your cocaine and... Yeah.
Cocaine and sex party at the weekend.
I always say to people, make sure you carry a condom.
What, to any people?
Everybody. You should always
Good morning, Vicar.
carry a condom because you never know what might crop up.
I've got a decent idea, Carol.
So have you got the condoms?
See? Well, yeah, but it's running out of date.
Well, we better use it up then, haven't we?
Well, I had 2 in case it got really excited. I managed to get rid of one a couple of months ago, but the others I need to use.
Okay. Well, come to my
because
cocaine
otherwise
and sex
it's really
party.
embarrassing having a condom. Because I haven't had sex for that long. I think it's healed over. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, yes. You're saying your vagina may have
This
sealed.
lady, I'm telling you from the Girl Guides, be prepared.
Oh, well.
Be prepared.
Okay.
Always carry your condom.
So
what badge is that?
Things are going to be better than they turn out. Take 2.
Take 2 exactly. Okay. Well, what time
Take
can I
2.
what time can I expect you to come tomorrow?
What?
Well, if you tell me where it is, I'll start off tonight. I'll start making my way because I don't even know where your house is, or is it in a hall or whatever. I'm up for anything.
Did you hire the village hall?
Well, it's going to be in the living room.
Might be in the village. I
kitchen.
don't know. Well, just cocaine is. Do I have to pay to get in?
I will get you in.
I'm on benefits.
If you can prove that you're on benefits, you get in for free.
Yeah, I'll prove it.
Yep.
I spend my whole life proving how ill I am because everybody wants to know.
Okay, well, as long as you can prove you're on benefits.
I've got to beg for a few pounds. Okay. I was going to
No
give
begging at the party. No begging at the party. It's just about fun.
No, I won't. Well, I'll tell you what, I can't walk very well because I've busted my
You think you
hip.
can't walk well now?
No, it's because I've lost 2 centimetres off my leg. And when I went
just walk
into
round in
hospital,
circles?
they told me I had early onset osteoporosis because I was too young to break my hip.
Wow.
So that's how I know.
Yeah.
But because I've got celiac disease, it's kind of follows on.
Sounding a little bit mangy for the party.
No. I'm not a bad-looking bird. I've had my photograph of me wearing a dress.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of them.
Right. Leather dress. Oh. You know, the vinyl things.
Yeah.
I'm wearing flat on my back on one of them cheap nylon sheets, bright red.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're wearing a leather dress on a red sheet now?
No. Yeah.
What?
On my back, because when you lie on your back and you're an older lady, you look younger. It's like an instant facelift.
Oh.
Because all the wrinkles move back to fluff up your face again. Because
all the wrinkles, even the
fall
ones
downwards.
Okay.
Don't they?
Where can I see this picture of you with your wrinkles going downwards?
Well, that's why you have to have your photograph taken. If you want to look good naked, photograph yourself lying.
But you said there's a photograph of you.
Lying down.
Yes. Right. You said there's a photograph of you.
Yeah, there is on the internet.
Right,
Because my friend,
where do I find it?
Just one of the. You see what I mean about situations?
Yes.
Well, you can have a look. I'll fetch you some whole album round.
How do I find this? Carol, you mucky pup. How do I find this picture on the internet?
Well, you have to go onto my friend's website.
Well, what's your friend's website?
Kezan.
Kezan?
No, hang on. Photography by Kezan.
Photography by K-E-Z-An?
No.
What?
K-E-V.
V?
A. V.
V?
Like Kevin.
Kevan.
Only.
Kevan?
Kev-An. Instead of the I, you put an A.
Oh, I found it. All right, let's find a picture of you.
Have you got it?
All right, I've got photography by Kevan. Right. Boudoir. We're going to go to the boudoir. Here we go.
Right.
Is that you?
The one with all the blonde hair and the skinny bird with blonde hair.
Well, that's not.
It's a bit ropey, that one.
Is it the one? Are you playing the saxophone with your bum on show? Is that
No, that's my friend Marie.
Are you wearing a basque? Lifting your hair up. You got long blonde hair, and you're old.
Yep, that's me. I'm sat in a purple chair.
Oh no, I can't see. It's black and white.
That's the one. Oh yeah, it always puts me in black and white. Yeah,
look at you! Yes, man.
I'm not bad for a 61-year-old, eh?
That's because you're lying down. It's like a natural facelift. So it's like
I'm kneeling up on that picture.
Well, the one I've got here, it's like a purple, light pink sofa, and you're wearing.
That's my sofa.
It's a great sofa, and white down, and you've got stockings on and high heel shoes.
Is that the one where I got my feet up the wall?
You got your feet up the wall. I hope they're clean, them shoes.
They're my special prostitute posing eBay shoes for 99 pence.
Wow!
Plus £2.95 postage. I have a load of shoes because the best time to get anything cheap is in August. To get you Black Friday and standing in a tent in January.
August?
Time. Yes, because where is everybody else in August?
On holiday?
School holidays.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what happens to retailers in August?
Carol happens to
They're
retailers.
desperate for you to buy something. So you save all your money up, go shopping in August, go on eBay, bid for something. Nobody else bothers to bid because they've been saving like mad to go on holiday in August, and then when they come back in the early September, they're skinned because they've spent more than they intended to on holiday.
Is this? That's not you. Wearing like
There is.
No, hang on. That's someone else.
I've got blonde hair, long curly blonde hair.
Yeah.
I look like Barbie's grandma.
There we go. Okay, well.
See me?
I've seen.
Have you seen enough of me now? Now that I've put out on national radio how you can see a picture and we've identified who I am.
Who's Cherry?
What's he doing? That's Kev's partner.
Okay. Oh, it's a nice picture.
She's not a bad-looking bird, but I'm the only true blonde.
Yeah. Well,
because if you knew anything about ladies, can you tell that man who's pissing in a jug has never been with... He's obviously never been pregnant.
Oh, yeah, no, because he's a man.
Spend your time doing.
Yep.
Because you have to take your little bottle of wee from the morning.
How does Kevan know all these women that are prepared to take their clothes off? Look at that! There's a woman.
Photographer.
There's two naked women on. Are they tractors?
No, that's racing cars.
That's not I've never seen a racing car that looks like that.
Have a look for the calendar.
If they come off that racing car, they're going to scuff their skin and get chafed.
There's 4 of them.
They're like pink crayons.
Yeah.
There's a lady with a couple of trophies in front of her trophies.
Was in a tent in the middle of a race meeting of sidecars. You know, the TT races.
They're not mechanics.
Isle of Man.
They are not mechanics.
Pit stop.
Well,
exactly.
A few pit stops.
But that is
hello?
a saucy photo because there's no nipples.
No.
Plenty of wheel
and no
nuts.
genitalia on display.
Classy.
No, exactly. Little bit of bum.
Well, I had never done because I always thought.
I'm going to show Martin. Martin Kellner's just walked in.
Photo of
you
me
seen it?
naked.
No, let me have a look.
In my life.
That's Carol.
Because it might be on the bucket list. I don't know.
My goodness me.
Well, listen, Carol, it's lovely.
See, so you can check the goods before you send the invitation.
Well, listen, I will be in touch. Maybe it might be a bit short notice to come to the cocaine and sex party tomorrow, but I have one at least twice a month.
One next week.
Yes, I probably am,
Can
Carol.
you arrange something?
I will arrange a minibus.
You've got the kids, but they'll be upstairs, won't they?
Perfect.
Okay, I'll get the minibus
Those people are scattered all about.
Yeah. Well,
I had the most amazing day
please stop.
doing a photo shoot, but I'll tell you about that because I watched that lady that was quite rude to you.
Yes, right.
Who's getting a divorce?
Really,
she rang up for advice.
Okay,
So,
Carol.
Auntie Carol, Professor.
Oh, Auntie.
She needs. How long was she married to?
I don't know, Carol. I have to go because Martin Kellner's.
This is the question.
It is. It really is.
She needed
Oh God.
to ask herself.
Yes.
Because she's.
Keep it going. I've got nothing to say.
Married a narcissist.
Neither is Carol, actually.
So what she needs to do is go on eBay and check him out.
Yes, on
because
eBay.
women are smarter than men in divorce. Don't get mad, get even.
There we go. Carol, I've got to go. We'll speak next...
smarter than he is.
Jesus. We'll speak next week. Bye-bye.
Right,
Have a look.
Anytime you need an answer to a question, just phone me up. You got my number.
I'll Google it, but thank you.
I'll give you the common sense answer.
That's great.
That nobody else will ever say.
I'll be thinking of you tomorrow.
Yeah, well, have one for me, will you?
Okay, thank you very much.
I mean, common sense answers. You can't even sit the right way on a sofa.
That was a sexy lady.
Yeah.
Martin Kellner is here just to cool the mood down a bit. It's got very raunchy in here.
Well, I don't want to pull the mood down. That was fun. That's your consumer guide, I assume. You know, you buy things in August. If you want your prostitute shoes, you buy them in August. That's the time to get them.
That's the time
and
to get them.
That's a good tip.
Makes
that's a good
sense.
Tip. Yeah.
Makes sense.
And I didn't catch the rest
When
of
do
it.
you normally get your prostitute shoes?
Well, I wish I'd known that. I would have bought them in August. I bought them in October.
Paid
It's
full price, hasn't
ridiculous.
he?
Yeah.
He's paid full price.
Full price for
We've got
them.
99p.
Ridiculous.
What's on your
Ridiculous.
show this evening? We've got 40 seconds.
Right, well, we're talking... It's not bad this morning, actually. I think it might be mildly interesting.
Oh.
Who knows? We're going to be talking about the Russian mafia.
Yeah.
And how there's a guy who's done a huge investigation into the Russian mafia. So we'll talk about that. Yeah. We're talking about Kirsty Allsop's Moths.
Oh.
I know it sounds like the name of a progressive rock band, doesn't it? Kirsty Allsop's Moths. But basically, she's had a plague of moths. Oh. And the question...
Oh, the clothes.
Yeah,
it's a nightmare.
I know, there's loads
it's
of them
a
all over the
nightmare.
place.
You've got to burn stuff, freeze stuff, and it's a nightmare.
Right. Well, the woman we're talking
got
to...
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Well, we're talking about Kirsty Allsop's Moths and Russian mafia.
We go back on Monday. Martin's next. Ta-ta.